boss like slightly further off coral.
You guys, this is where we're gonna stack in.
Still not
Don't
clear.
get hit by the orbs, guys. Let them get. Do not.
No, we missed the
Yeah.
One of the bubbles hit that time.
Yeah.
Just still missed it. Okay.
How far off are we
What?
from breaking it before the bubble hit?
Less than 2 million.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Rip it up.
Oh,
We're getting behind Truck's shield, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
We just need to make sure, guys, that nobody but Truck is taking bubble soaks on the first set, and then on the second set, they are to hit the boss. We need to make sure people are getting out of the way.
Let's give those bubbles a little more love to you guys. We're sitting in those for a fat day.
That's what our bubble damage is looking like right now, guys. If this couple more goes, if we're still slightly off check,
Mage buff?
I will adjust a bit more.
Can we, like, for the healers, I'll get up potions of unbridled.
5,
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
what are they running right now?
2,
Info.
1.
Yes,
It's not as good.
Not even close to as much damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to grab something.
Oh. That was.
That's awkward.
Guys, still getting hit by upsurge. Come on.
We should move. I'm moving.
Soaking bubbles.
Am in Dan's command.
Ooh, we gotta get away from this coral.
Still kite a bit if we have to, guys. We're way too far.
Well, the boss is gonna be moving.
that's exactly why.
Still getting hit by upsurges.
We make the check with healer pots.
Yeah.
Like, not even close.
We
Anybody make some of those for me, or do I
find it
buy
like
some?
really hard to find the places where we want to be stacked.
Should we do be in front of the boss? Like the direction we're gonna be moving, you can be over on that side.
If we're gonna be stacking at any point during the fight, we also need to stack a lot tighter because the upsurge is giving us like no room to stand at all. Like, people are getting caught like 3 deep on the knock.
Even
Yeah.
fair, the amount of upsurges that are being taken, bones on that pull, is nuts. That's
Wait, I
totally
definitely
avoidable.
didn't get
Well,
hit
the
by
whole
those.
raid just got killed.
Yeah,
by
we
one.
I
either
was gonna say I died to one.
we need to be really, really tightly stacked, like Zoli was saying, or like very loosely spread, not like slightly loosely, because then you can just get them stacked all around you.
Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. So we're on a range stack marker, I guess. And can I get unbridled pots off anybody, or do I have to do
Yeah.
some?
I can give you 20.
I'll
You
make
wanna
as
steal
many as
some
I
from
can
you when
right
you
now.
get them.
And we're gonna need more than 20 tonight, guys.
I can spot people some potions if you pay me back.
Oh, you don't have. Yeah, these are expensive, dude.
Yeah, I'll pay you back.
Let me craft some real quick.
I mean, I crafted a whole bunch last night, but didn't think it was going to be these ones we need.
Wait, are they actually that expensive? It shows that them is $400 to go off.
Expensive.
Expensive as fuck.
Pure Zenithid, so.
They shouldn't be
Everyone,
that
what pot
expensive.
are you using?
They're less zenithid than intellect potions, though, and then
Sure.
intellect potions also have the other herb.
Do you need some?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not me. That's tanking on pull.
What?
Yeah, the
I only have
economy
20.
doesn't make sense.
I need
Gunman,
my
what
spaces
pot
for
are you
one
using
sec.
on pull?
Bridled.
Fury.
Why did I not see it on your damage on last pull?
Probably didn't use one last full.
Unbridled?
So you
It should
need
be
some,
there.
John?
No, I see 0 unbridled damage.
Oh no, we pull. Okay, yeah. This hunter is harder to do an opener on.
Okay.
Can we do 12 seconds instead of 10?
Sure.
That's fine.
Do you mind if I do a quick face pull? I just
Go
want to see
for
where
it.
the leash radius is.
Zoli, do you need some too, or?
I get more damage out of focus resolves.
Wait, when did we pull?
We're just resetting.
It's like super close.
Dwarven, what are you running?
I just need 2 seconds.
I got Unbridled Fury again. I was trying out the end pots.
Brayden?
What?
You're not using Unbridled Fury?
Oh no.
Holy shit, I don't have space for this. One
I'll
second.
take it off you, Pete.
Well, hold on. I'm crafting like 10 more, Pete.
Is Unbridled not your best for Arcane?
I think it's the intellect one.
Anyone confirm or deny?
No one plays arcane. No one knows.
I imagine the intellect actually would be slightly better, because the unbridled wouldn't get buffed by rune of power, but the intellect.
Okay, fair enough. And Burls.
When you sim your character, it should tell you.
What your best is, yeah.
How much do I owe you for that? Holy shit, you keep changing the number.
I have
Because when
no
you sim,
idea.
it assumes you're gonna use
What?
like 3 minutes. on
You're
it.
increasing the number of stacks, right? Like 80, if that's
Well,
okay.
that's what happens when you start trading while I'm crafting, sir. What do you think? There's Mount was gonna stay the same.
Yes? Holy shit, alright. We have the pots. Thank you.
Burls needs Unbridled too. Guys, this is the kind of stuff we should have had handled before we started raid. Yes, and our warlocks are not using CDs on pull, so need Unbridled. Brayden is using CDs on pull, so Int is fine. Burls, let me know when you're good on Unbridled.
Someone you good, Nova?
Blizz gets
I'll
coming up.
just give you some.
He's already gone.
Sorry about that, guys. Everything's happening over here all at once.
The naked women are haunting him again. That's the past.
Yep. Hey, Truck, could you drop Katie, please? Thank you.
Alright, that's it for pauses. We gotta get the ball rolling after this, guys. Coming back, Rolls.
Yeah, he just went to the mailbox. I'm watching him. There he is.
Creeping on him, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, let's get the ball rolling, guys. No cutting corners. Let's get those unbridled. All 2 minutes on pull. 3 minutes, please make sure you're still holding. That includes our Guardians of Azeroth.
4, 3, 2.
I'm not gonna be able to misdirect. That fucking trinket.
Bubbles starting.
Hide your stack of melee if you're gonna do it, guys. Got Novan. Wipe it up.
700k.
We lost you, Novan.
Was it 700k before?
Before.
Like,
Right as the bubble.
No.
we really need
No.
the range to stack so that when the
Yeah,
things come
that's
out,
a good point. That way
it's
we're
not
gonna
like
have
a
to spend as
whole,
much
the
time
whole range is
dodging.
covered in it.
It actually was a bit
Yeah.
more because we were right next to a coral when they came out, so I had to silk a 6-1.
Like if the range were better stacked, we wouldn't have to all move like 20
Yeah,
yards.
that's
We only
fair.
have to move 5.
Yeah.
So
Range
like
stack, it's not
right
me.
there, it's just slowing us down and stopping healing for a long.
Yeah, that's fine.
I marked myself.
Moon is your stack range.
Even for melee.
Or wait,
guys.
do we want to just? Yeah, that makes sense.
You can have 2 stacks.
Yeah. No, we should have 2 stacks actually. Like one for range, one for melee.
Remember, guys, too, every bit of damage you take lowers healer DPS.
5,
Keep it
4,
clean. Let's get those
3,
pre-pots.
2, 1.
We're kind of.
Damn, these barnacles are terrible.
Melee, your stack on skull.
Bubble starting. Okay, so we'll just ate them.
People still getting knocked up. Bubbles to the left there. Get closer. You can still get closer. Kite a bit here if we have to. Okay. Pipe it up. Why are people getting hit by fucking upsurges so much? I don't understand.
I don't think I optimized movement for range there, so personally.
Yeah, but even I got melee getting hit by upsurge.
It doesn't seem like Darkness, Aegis, and the 2-minute personals are helping.
Because
because
we're having a kite and
we have
it's
to
not
kite.
being used. If we make the check, that won't be a problem, but we're not making the check right now. Because every single time we're losing DPS to multiple people getting upsurged.
Yeah, hammer's going down.
Everyone repair, please. Every single person. To the left of the feast.
So do you think it's optimal for me to move right after coral spawn? That way we're in a good position. Or do you think we should wait until we kind of have to move because of the barnacle bash?
What about a pair of gates off
Yeah.
the right and left? Like
Yeah,
from
that
where
makes sense.
circle is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Coral's left. Liz right.
The circle. Maybe diamonds a bit further. Like that kind of.
Just to allow them to move.
Yeah, if everyone starts on circle, all of range can start there, and if we're going right, everyone just takes the gate, and that's the movement.
Maybe don't stack the
Taking
gates
a gate.
perfectly on top.
Dude, I am not gonna gate in this fight. Fuck that.
was
That is a
exactly as
bad
requested.
idea.
He fulfilled the order.
Come on, let's pick it up, boys.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rock upsurge. Come on, guys. Watch those. Melee should be stacked tight, too.
Bubbles starting.
Over on upsurge. Make us uncomfortable, guys. We're gonna need a little more on pull then.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. You want to swap entire
still be
CD?
ahead of
Swap
the
raid
range
essence
stat.
to pull.
Let's swap raid essences for 2-minute CDs to pull. So,
I think all of them might be too much.
well, let's see. We're still not in an ideal spot.
Okay. So,
Let me pop mine. I'll push it.
wait, your raid essence?
You're at 2-minute. All right.
No, my 3.
Oh, it's raid. I mean, man's thinking everybody needs to.
I can do it.
On his
How
own.
long? Alright, I mean.
How about him and bread?
Alright.
Hey, Truck. Can you sack me when you're going out to soak your orbs? If it's not going to be too much damage. It'll be fine, dude.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it a shot in the first one.
But I actually don't.
Because healers seem to be struggling, dude. I'm panicking.
How long?
And I'd rather not trade out GS there.
Okay. Yeah, it's just we're trying to not heal you, basically.
I know you're trying to pump out as much damage with your Gimbal's Claw, but I'd honestly be wearing the Prism.
Think so?
Definitely.
Are you
Alright.
Kevin, or you want to swap?
Huh? What?
You good, or you want to swap your trinket?
I swapped my trinket. You can just push C and swap your trinket, you know?
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yes would have also been acceptable.
I thought you meant like, do I want to go swap my trinket? Like, go somewhere to do it. Like I'm at a Mythic Plus or something.
1.
Bubbles are starting.
At least supposed to be on stall, right?
Yep, but nobody's stacking with me.
I got
Better
upstairs.
than me.
Too bad. There he is.
of this, guys, is that we're making sure all the upsurges spawn on us. Make us uncomfortable. Getting knocked up again, another demon hunter. Get out of the way, path of those bubbles, guys.
Range, we're stacked
Do
in.
not get hit by him.
Range, this is where we're stacked in. as well.
Aegis is up. Yeah. And should be personals with that, correct?
2-minute personals.
Let's just see where we end up, guys.
2-minute personals, dude. This is so funny.
Swing range can when they do their arcans and still
Going far. So. Back soak, not done. Make us uncomfortable.
Fire the boss.
What are you doing? Okay, so 75 with 3 dead.
God, I hate this trinket, dude.
Yeah, he's cool again.
Does that work for range? Was he in the middle enough for range to reach him?
Yeah, that was good.
What's he supposed to be at?
Less than 70.
70 or less is ideal.
Ideally speaking, yeah, like 66.
Would be great.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So does that healers have to be doing more DPS as well?
Is
Or-
everyone?
Nah, well, I mean yes, but like
Hey,
mostly
man,
that's related
how
to
big
death.
is this hitbox? Can we just drop that fucking puddle under his feet, or the bubbles under his feet? And can you still hit the boss, or do you lose too much damage?
Still used.
Huh? What do you say?
Sorry, I'm replying to breaks.
And yeah, so then range there. Basically, by the time the second bubble comes out, after that upsurge, like we dodge the upsurge, and then you're immediately running to your best guess about where the boss is going to be when the bubbles hit. So you can either stack on me, or you can like make that judgment call for yourself. But you have to be stacked on the boss by the time the bubbles hit, because we're darknessing, and we're in Truck's Aegis. And if you have a 2-minute personal or shorter, you are also using it there.
But we need to make sure you're in Aegis too, guys, because if you're not in that Aegis, personal or not, you might not make it. Which is going to be at Skull.
God, I do not remember how
Now just position
to
wherever you do it, Truck.
get the encounter time listed there.
I'm just gonna basically aim it towards Skull.
Perfect. Alright, guys, come on. Let's get those pre-pots.
So you could even say we just be stacked on Skull
3,
when the bubbles
2,
hit.
1.
Stack on Skull for upsurges, please. This is for melee.
Bubble starting. One's gonna hit. One's gonna hit.
I'm gonna move us away from this coral.
After this upsurge, we're on Skull range.
Personals, 2-minute personals, 2-minute personals. Yeah. That was real rough positioning and surrounded by bubbles there.
Yeah, ideally, man, I think we have to dodge past.
You do whatever you need to do, so long as you're there. for
Okay.
the-
We're right here, right?
Yeah.
But it's just we were split up for the Aegis.
Yeah, if I hit super hard to top people for the second set on that first set, like, when the big bubble comes.
Yeah, I mean it's still just we haven't been
It
able to
doesn't,
get
like-
everybody stacked.
When we kite like that, the bubbles start to line up, and they'll all come in at once. Like that, don't be as stacked.
It's also the fact that when we're kiting like that, we didn't get good Aegis, and I don't think people boxed 2 minutes per stunt either.
Some of them may, but
Some, but not enough.
yeah, but basically, like I went past that patch on the ground, like slightly in front of the boss, and I think you stayed behind that patch, Dan. So we got split up.
Yeah, I mean, it's preferable and perfectly okay for you guys to be in front of the direction we're moving. It's probably more.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like maybe we just try to dodge past.
Because then you guys are almost meeting up with us.
Yeah, and we were in the position for a pass. It's just we never connected.
So does that mean that you want to take the gate as soon as you figure out the direction that we're turning? So then you're always shooting towards them.
I don't think we're gonna end up using the gate really. Seems unlikely.
214 procs, man.
Like I think we can do it. We just have to, after the upsurge, be like, where's the boss? Let's go 15 yards in front of where it is in the direction they're going, and wait for wait for Skull to get there, basically.
I'm good. Thank you, everybody.
5, 4.
All right, guys, come on, let's push.
2, 1.
I'm gonna go right with the boss.
Ranger's supposed to be stacked on Moon. You can't.
You're too far back.
What? We're fine.
You're gonna be too far back.
Bubbles popping.
By what metric?
The last polls we've been behind. Haven't been able to get in.
I mean, I haven't had an issue with it.
Guys, stay stacked, melee. Come on. Bubbles make us uncomfortable. Standing in upsurge, not a good idea.
Oh, that was a bad time on my part.
Yeah, bubbles just hit him.
Nice, the upsurge have stacked now.
So you can pre-spread here, range, because we have to soak.
Yeah, so
It should be
Moon
on.
stack
Move
is
to the
no
middle.
longer a thing.
Move to the middle. I'll take him here for this.
Hit the soaks, guys. Oh, we missed one.
We got a lot.
That's okay.
Alright, bubbles are gonna be right here, guys. Bubbles right on next. Watch the smash. Alright, let's break these. Make sure we get them all. One under the boss, one underneath the boss.
Little off check, let's keep it going as practice. Battle res Braden.
After the smash, we'll move.
Stack on me, please, melee. Stack on me, melee. These upsurges, we want them tight.
Yeah, we gotta go kind of far. Go all the way around. These bubbles are gonna be right here.
Starting bubbles.
Yeah, just set it tied in link. I guess we can stack him closer.
Fall
for that
over here
one.
soon.
Yeah, I'll move closer
Here's
into
the
that
bubble.
one next time.
Yeah, let Truck die after you soak. Save the mana after he's done soaking.
Make sure you're cleaving here, guys. Melee should be cleaving these.
How did I not get bubbled?
Just set
Okay,
his hand.
everyone
push it
take
to-
one
and your
take one
personals,
stack.
All personals.
Only only take one stack, guys.
Grab a stack. Oh, that was a mistake.
What are we doing with 3 minutes that just passed?
On cooldown from then on.
On cooldown after the first hold. Yeah.
But your 3 minutes should only have just passed if you were using them on full.
They
It only happens if you're designated.
shouldn't
Yeah.
be soaking that one. 'cause
Isn't
there's
that
enough
the one you die on?
No,
But
he
I
was
have-
down the one after that.
I
He
have
could have taken
spell
that.
warding for the first, and I have divine shield for the second.
Oh, okay. I thought that was 4.
I die after the 5th set of bubbles because first I soak, second hits boss.
Then I thought you die after you soak 3.
No, 3 I divine shield, and then I use guardian in between to try to stay alive as best as I can, and then I spell ward for the last set, and then fall over after that because I'll be at like 15 stacks.
So you die after.
Okay. You
pick
die
up
after
4.
5.
Well, ideally
I'll
I
get
get them
the-
all, but as soon as my spell warding or my divine shield ends, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, I'll get the range stacking closer for your link through.
Okay, truck. I'm not paying attention to that then, so you just call when people need to soak.
But basically, the approach to the range stack that I've been using, which could be wrong, if you have a suggestion, I'm open to, is we stand out about that far, and then we sidestep the orbs as they come through, and then we work our way in after that upsurge.
Like,
So,
I'll let you know when to stop healing me to let me die.
let's just try to do the moon stack, and if you want me to change it, that's but don't not stack with moon.
Now, melee, you guys got to be better at restacking. Still awkward for melee, and some of the bubbles are still too far out. Pete, the one we lost you guys on, you could have been closer. You guys want that bubble ring to be overlapping her feet, like her
Okay,
one.
we were on the tank with my bubble set.
The tank could have been closer.
Okay,
To
that's fine.
what?
We're just aiming for the tanks.
Just the one bubble there at the end when Pete was in and we lost him. As
Well,
we
we
were
were
kind of
moving-
all falling.
We were moving the tank or the boss there either way. He just was finishing his cast, and he would have moved her on top of the bubble.
But we didn't have her on top of the bubbles.
She was about to be in white right when she finished that cast. This was gonna take her right over the top because we were moving that way anyways.
Okay, well that didn't happen. We killed the bubbles before she ever moved closer.
There's some good sprigs.
No, she was
I'm
moving
good, sorry.
closer. Actually, what killed Pete was I accidentally dropped a barnacle bash on him. So yeah, the boss was pretty close.
There is a delay where she just doesn't move because she'll do.
No,
the
no,
circles.
I know. I mean the bubbles.
Immediately
We
she'll-
should still. The bubbles still could have been right on top. A bit closer. Like if we end up being right standing on top of the bubbles after they've gone off, big whoop, right?
3,
Okay, pre-pots. Come on, guys, let's go.
1.
We're gonna go left this time.
Melee.
Alright. Bubbles are starting.
Okay, that timing stuff, y'all.
What? How did I just get a stack?
Lost quite a bit of DPS time.
Okay, that's a little close there.
Yeah, we're getting in with melee there, stacking.
2-minute personals here. Nobody should be soaking those.
I just won't be up for the big one.
Okay, we're spreading out range.
Melee should
Moving
be
to the
stacked.
middle. Moving to the middle here.
Where
Barnacle
is
bash.
blue?
Make
Oh
sure we
my
don't miss
God,
soaks,
what is
guys.
it
Don't miss
doing?
soaks.
Yeah, Corey, you got a taunt when I get it. That's right.
Okay, yeah. I was just, I don't, it didn't look like it was gonna my stack. You actually don't need to move with it. It's the person needs to.
It's fine to take 2 stacks. of Barnacle bash.
Guys,
I
you're
had
not
to.
stacked.
I had to. Wolf.
No, I'm saying it's fine to take 2 stacks. It's no big deal.
I know. That would have been my third. That's what I'm saying.
Get better bubble stacks there, guys. That was weak.
One way in the back here.
Better as Zarok. Better as Zarok. And 70%. Okay, we're getting better.
Back to range stacking.
Fred, you're now melee. Stay stacked tight for the upsurge, guys. Don't want them all over the place.
What's coming?
This is tied link.
Off his Carl a little bit.
We're moving to get in link now, or range.
Waiting for the big guy.
Let me take this bubble.
Yeah.
Make them uncomfortable, Bubbles. Looked solid. Orbs are coming out.
This set is all personal in my hand.
Alright, you're gonna start getting hit hard now, guys. Personals. All
You might have
personals.
to stop this last one. I'm gonna fall over.
And range, you can manage your own stacking.
She should top back. That's really shit. Moving.
That's AM Novon. Alright. Wipe it up.
Good progress. So on Aethys, when it comes to us having the laser beams on us, you just don't move. And
Do you think it's...
as long as you're in the middle of the room, someone can make a line with you, and I just release because I'm done.
Do you think it's worth me trying to get range stack for that link, or do you think I should keep them out? That way that upsurge doesn't disrupt me.
We should definitely stack in melee as ranged.
Yeah, if we're using the link there. What we need to do is either decide if the link is going out before or after the upsurge. If it's going out before, you guys.
Or do you mean just stack in
don't
melee
stack.
in general, or in that scenario?
I mean, if you guys can there, as long as our stack is tight, we can do a full stack, but everyone needs to be on point.
Is that
And
better,
the range are going to
do you
lose
think, or-
DPS.
Yeah, so that might not be worth it. I don't know.
They can also stack in during the bubbles, and then back to personal positioning until next bubble set.
Yeah, if any of your range have like ideas for how to position better, like for me as the I'm open to them, so let me know.
Like, I'm definitely going to be linking when the big bubble hits.
Okay.
And
So I'll aim to just like get into melee for when the big bubble hits, but we are gonna have an upsurge that melee will have to dodge.
the link's not just damage reduction, it's a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
it's
healing.
the spouting, yeah. But the spouting's kind of bigger, right?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, I forgot.
5,
Oh well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's on off me. I can't. I don't. Sorry, I'm branded.
You're good.
Alright, marks are back up, guys. You're stacked.
Levels. Where's the other one now?
Guys, how many of you just got hit by that? You can. The bubbles go out after the upsurge hits. You can stay within the bubble rings and then move out. No risk. Too many people getting hit by upsurge
He's
still.
trying to move up melee or range, sorry.
Not making the check, are we? No.
Yeah, we made it. Kinda.
So don't soak that, guys.
I'm bugging.
Battle res.
Spread out for soak's range.
That's gonna be a wipe. Swipe it up. Stack
Yeah,
in.
see, Core, that last barnacle bash there, that was kind of awkward because I couldn't move to drop it because I was one of the laser people.
The
Yeah,
one
movement
that,
was a bit awkward for stacking in the Aegis as well.
the one I had right there.
No, like that very last barnacle bash.
I was offline. I didn't see.
Oh, okay.
So what we can do is I just taunt off and take a second barnacle bash there.
I think it should time out so that, as long as I've taken the most recent one, you should always be safe to taunt.
Well, I took the one right before that where I lagged.
No, I had taken one there. Oh, no, actually, well, that got messed up because you died. What would have happened there was, you would have held after that barnacle bash, and then you would have gotten the arcing azurite, and then I would have taunted.
Alright.
Are the beam colors always random? Like, are the tanks always getting the same color?
I don't know. I don't know
No,
what color I get.
it's random.
If you have bigwigs, it started saying who you're paired with now.
Yeah.
EBM says it too. A little info box pops up and it'll be like, you're linked to so and so.
Says it in that voice too.
Exactly that.
It even
voice.
reads the name out. You guys not gonna try utilizing.
Oh, I'm
the
sorry,
gate?
Jedwin.
Go anyway. I doubled that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Going right?
Tight stack melee.
Bubbles incoming.
Go get people knocked up. Come on.
Yeah, Brayden, you can't be like in front of the group. You just on your own. If you want to do that, you can, but you have to be like 40 yards out.
Oh, that's no bueno. We're gonna make the check in this situation.
After this upsurge, we're getting to melee.
Got res only. In the Aegis, guys. This is 2-minute personals. Not so good. Got res Ollie, please.
They're spreading out range. Get near the fucking furnaces.
Yeah, I've got the lost core.
I'm gonna let you hold to this bubble.
Yeah.
It's just a tank focus boss.
I am just lagging. There we go. Bad barn.
The Reds can get it. Reds have got it.
Okay, make sure we get soaks, guys.
Think of it.
Where's this? This isn't. You don't die yet.
No.
Restack melee.
We gotta move.
Yeah.
I'm just at 6 stacks, so I had to use an extra bubble that was gonna hit her in from the second one.
Yeah.
Is this the link one that we're going?
Yeah.
When the big one comes.
Okay, start positioning for link now.
Let me hold. Let me hold it.
We link blinked after it was all over.
Yeah. Thought it was gonna hit the boss. My bad.
This is all personals.
No, I died there before I could get spell warding off.
Wipe it up, guys. Down a healer too, so.
Needed like one more second, I could have got forbearance off.
Yeah, I think it'll get a lot more healing than that usually. Yeah, and Braden, like if your Rune of Power or whatever makes it so that it's not good for you to stack with the range group, that's fine. It's just you have to make sure you give us like 20 or 30 yards of space. You can't be near us, but not on us.
Another thing to note, when we're clearing the barnacles, if there's just two like that and someone calls the Red's got it or something like that, just stack with your partner so that the beam
there's no
doesn't.
chance of slicing someone.
Yeah, because I think we almost killed a couple people there when I went. It was my fault. I ran out there after we called it.
Just so I have some awareness of the fight too. With those like 3 kind of soaks that we're doing there, who's soaking them?
Ideally, ranged on far out ones, melee can assist with close. It depends if we clear them all or if we miss.
But we're not at that point yet where people should be helping the soak.
That last one?
No, because truck is still alive there and he's
No.
still soaking.
Oh, you're talking bubbles.
He's talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we
I'm
soak
talking
after
the
the 4th set. So we only soak for the 3rd set, which is when we use AM and command. So we're not soaking
so we
until
still
the one
want the
after. Yeah.
And it's just like any range that can get them easily, and then like demon hunters or something, or
Yeah,
you?
single stack. Yeah, me too.
Try
I
to get
got
like
it.
one stack only, because it's like.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know kind of where.
Yeah,
when
we'll
I should
call
be
it.
looking for.
Once we get past the him and personals one after Tide and Link, he dies, and then we get the 3rd set for that intermission.
Okay, and then another thing we're gonna change is if you're a range who loses a significant amount of damage by like needing to stack on me, we're gonna give you permission if you can hand to spread, and you can do your own thing in terms of positioning, but you have to stay. Let's say the rule is 25 yards or 20 yards away from me. So if you want to do that, that's fine, but you can't hit melee with your upsurge, and you have to stay away from me. So if you can manage your movement,
And I'm
you
not
can.
gonna Aegis until like the big bubble's a lot closer. That way it covers the 3 hits from.
5, 4,
Makes sense.
3, 2, 1.
We're going right. I'm DC'd.
Alright, we will be kiting then.
First bubbles are starting.
Boss after bubbles.
Yeah, we'll go forward with bubbles because we're moving. Over here, guys. On X.
After
Yeah,
X,
just make sure we're stacking on the tanks for bubbles.
We're done here. Okay, wipe this pull up. There's nothing we can do with this one. Just quick wipe.
When we have to kite like that, you dropping your bubble close doesn't help because we're about to move the boss onto the bubbles.
Yeah, we really got trapped by corals there too.
My augment.
And range in general, I'm going to be trying to just sidestep the bubbles, so keep your eyes open for them, I guess. Check your flask.
Anyone have a spare flask?
No.
We can do next call.
We'll have to do next.
Right now or after this?
Right now.
Yeah, we can do it now.
Opens up,
Sure,
guys.
you have 1 hour and 1 in your bag. Everybody.
You should have an extra in your bag, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay, let's do full tower.
Cauldron's still up too.
Three pots, push it, come on.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure dodge the other range and come
Bubbles are
in.
starting.
Melee is apparently thinking Skull is their own design. Thank you. Back there, hold.
God!
It's probably my bad.
Oh, I
I'm
could have
on this.
fucking dodged that.
We have 4 fucking bubbles right now.
Yeah, I was too far out. My bad.
Gum was too.
Was that yours? That was failed runner?
No, but
Shaman.
the range stack was too far, so I don't think Gum could get there in time.
Fuck. The one time that I use a goddamn augment, I get roasted by a fucking teammate.
I feel like if I get bubble, we're just dead there anyways.
I mean, we can recover from the first one, maybe.
Yeah, something that can help, like Aethys or Zarok, if you guys are the only ones in a bubble, you can just tell us, just basically stay on the boss, because we'll just, you don't need to be out immediately, unlike a...
I'm getting fucking destroyed by the bubble, dude.
Unlike a DPS.
Like I'm sitting at 5% health in that bubble. Like, it's killing.
And then if a healer goes in, definitely, like, call out, like, you know, I'm, you know, Pete's in a bubble, like, get me out really quick. Especially, like, if you're in your ramp or something.
Okay, keep it in mind.
Yeah, I'll try to call that out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, gonna go left.
Bubble starting.
Melee's all over the place. Why is it so hard to stack on me, guys?
After upsurge, it's stacked. Don't get hit by these levels.
Oh, I just got knocked out.
One copy of Carapace.
Alright.
Alright. So wipe this. Yeah.
Shit.
Here we go.
No, it's. I mean, no.
So, Trek, when there's one, like, kind of close to the boss like that, do you just always want me moving the boss away from it a little to help?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, if you see, like, you know, we're about to get the second ripping wave, then just kite with it and just drop your You don't have to drop your Barnacle Bash in a pre-existing one. It's helpful, but if it's like right next to one, just get it away from it.
Right.
Because ideally, you know, we want to beat that check before any of the bubbles reach, and then we just all stack. We all, like, you know, let every bubble hit her.
Yeah, I get you.
Another repair bow just going down in front of the feast. Zero repair bow down if you need. This one you're good, bro.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Okay, going right.
I shouldn't have moved that range, I'm sorry. Moved it early. Loving this.
Bubble starting. Somebody ate one.
Melee readjust to me. And then back where we were after upsurge. Let's go.
There's a tank in here. You guys don't have to focus it.
Passive, please, guys. Damage on the boss. Back in front of boss.
I do dispatch, and then we'll go to
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh, that's
Spread out
awkward.
range.
That's really.
Watch out, upsurges. Be smart with these Azurites, guys. Watch for the soak. Melee readjust to back.
I got the one. Or I can lag the fuck out.
Still have one in the far back.
Hey, just a tank in here.
No rush on that or bubble, guys. Okay, get these Azurites. Make sure we get that one at the back. One call out. Other people stack.
Also,
Anchors are getting
Yellow's
it.
got
Anchors are getting it. Yeah. The other two, you stay stacked. Don't be in between them, guys. Okay, good up, guys. Melee restack. Shit.
You don't want to move the pull right there.
I'll drop this bash and then we'll move.
I'm completely lagged out, dude.
I can one tank for a bit.
Ah,
Bubbles are starting again.
yeah, that one's right on the boss.
Okay, Spirit
Link
Link
or
is
link?
coming in, guys. Spirit Link.
Fuck it.
You can still get in it, guys.
That is not the place to drop Spirit Link.
Let's go to the other side of
It
the
should
farm.
be right on, like, it should be
With bubbles.
here.
Bubbles stay slightly ahead. Careful, guys. Not too far, though.
We'll move the boss up to us.
Let's get the cleave on. Okay, this is personals, guys. Personals here. Personals here. One more hit.
Alright, you guys are soaking the next wave.
Alright, ranged, watch for it. 1 stack per person. Demon Hunters help out as well.
Make sure they're spread out. Don't soak all at once. Close ones first.
Vaughn, this is going to be your AM.
AM? Scan command?
And that big one needs 3 people to hit it.
Take 1 of it.
Gotta run.
Oh, man, that hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to... The problem is how extended that one is.
Yeah, I fucked my him up there, so that wasn't that one. We had to trade more than we needed for the first one.
I only Hellstone there with a dot and still lived. Like, I still have health bot.
What if we use some Hellstones on that one and hold health spots for later?
We can?
Just for later in it? Because Aura Mastery is only gonna... Like, it's not gonna last for the entire set of bubbles.
Yeah, I think we just aim
It's
to
8
have the Aura
seconds.
Mastery.
How long does it take for us to clear all the bubbles?
No clear count, no bond. It really depends on positioning and how quick we start. Like, there... I don't know, let's check the log real quick from how long from first to last that was. Okay, so on last pull...
Like, that's gonna be one of the hardest ones to heal, right? Because we all have dots.
I mean,
We only
arguably
start getting the dots
P3
there.
is like... Arguably each one in P3 is harder.
Okay, so Novon, that whole set is going to take about 20, close to 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, we can schedule Hellstones there if you want, just to get...
Did you want me to also hold it? So, like, we
To part way
might
through, yes.
eat one or 2 and then...
Yeah, not even 1 or 2. You definitely have to wait till after we've eaten 2. Because how many soaks do we have there? 6? We have 6 hits we have to heal through, I believe.
Res did reach some of us.
I think it's more than that.
I think it's
7?
like 7, yeah.
Okay, so we have 7 hits, Novon. So if you AM after 1, there's no way you're making it through the next 6 hits.
Repair is still up.
Everyone repairs right in front of the feast.
Alright, guys, we'll say it's a judgment call for you, but let's schedule your Hellstones to be used on the 3rd set of bubbles that comes out in Phase 2.
Can't be losing people earlier than that too. There's something to realize, guys. That's the last bubble set we can take there. So if we're having people die prior to that, we're probably gonna get a fourth set, and that's a wipe. So we still got to be making that DPS check in that second bubble.
I'm sorry again, Dylan. Somebody should
take these powers away from you.
4,
probably.
3, 2, 1.
Going left.
Bubble starting.
Oh, and there's the lag. Alright, I'm back.
Okay, melee to Van.
I'm probably gonna beat this one.
Range, when you come in too early like that and you put upsurge on the whole group, it's not good. You have to wait until that upsurge.
Braden. Just make sure you're in Aegis. Outranged. Lost soaks.
Alright, get these bubbles on X.
We have no soak.
Bubbles on X right here.
Whoever is connected with the tank at the coral, the other 2 groups just stack with each other.
right now. I can't even cleave them. Alright. Get a Wiperoonie.
Fuck, I just. That trinket is so bad.
So we just arced, what, 3 players there? Mike, Blaze, you died to Upsurge.
Yeah, I think part of that was
I was in a bubble.
Yeah, I think at least part of that being so unclean was that we had range who came in to melee before Upsurge went out.
Okay, also, yeah, Aethys, you can't move him. I know Barnacle, but if you move him away from bubbles, we're fucked.
At what point was that?
The Barnacle there before you just pulled the center for that arcing. So the Barnacle hit you took before that. When you took the Barnacle over, the bubbles were at like 60%, and we completely, all melee lost the ability to even cleave in any capacity to get the bubble players out.
But do you mean at the end of phase 1 or right at the end of the fight there?
Right at the end of the fight there.
Oh, I was not supposed to have the boss at that point.
Yeah, we.
Before that Barnacle? Okay.
Yeah, it was backwards because I lagged at the start of that pool.
That's part of the reason too, guys, that we want those bubbles to make melee stupid uncomfortable. If the boss has to move even a little bit, and you guys are playing it way too safe with the bubble, we're not going to have to cleave. I'd rather you force melee to the very limits of the hitbox than play it safe.
Good for the 15-second, whatever.
Fred, volunteering to do pull timer?
The man, the myth, the legend. He's been nominated.
No way. Just reminding.
Look at how well he typed pull 15.
4,
I don't know how to type.
2, 1.
Okay, gonna go right.
Bubbles are starting.
Melee to that. To skull.
Moving in a little bit in case we get bubbled.
Don't move until the now move. That's not good.
After the Upsurge, we're going in.
Storming. Should be your 2-minute CDs too, guys. Nobody should be taking. Why are people taking stacks from that? Nobody should be hitting those bubbles, but Amarok until like second bubble phase end of it. And okay.
Oh no, I got knocked out. Oh, good. We're good.
Fun fact, if you get knocked up with a circle, you can't bubble anybody else.
Unless they learn to fly.
What the fuck? Some warlock just came flying into the screen.
We really need 2 people doing that one.
Yeah, call it out if you're.
Let's go far. Go far, Aethys. We're going way over here.
That is why stacking is super important, guys, so you don't put upsurges all over the fucking place. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they didn't have a stack marker though for range.
What's the range?
Oh, I'm back. No, I'm not.
Alright. Let's wipe it up.
I'll take a healing potion to save an augment ram because healing potion costs
Bubble clicked me as I
like
was moving to drop turn.
80 gold, but a augment rune costs like 250 gold. So that was a fucking decision right there, my dude.
I changed my settings around. Both those upsurges I got hit by were not visible on my screen.
No projected textures?
Not anymore.
What none that you wanted on?
Well, it definitely didn't help. The reason I took the path I did on the first bubble was because there was no swirl on the ground, but I got hit by one.
It was right on the edge of the blue shit. Or I'm just blind.
Well, I'm a degenerate for this pull to see if it helps.
Come on, guys. Let's get this check a little cleaner.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Going right.
Bubble starting.
No, I had enough to move there. My bad range. I thought that bubble was gonna get close to me.
Melee. Don't move till upsurge hits.
Oh, I keep forgetting they want to go that way.
Red zoning.
I gotta run the boss a little.
It's just a tank into.
Focus boss.
Mage go up when you can.
We got personals, guys. Yeah. Wipe it up. Stop heals.
I ran in between two bubbles and got hit by both of them.
Might not have been the play.
I'm gonna try
I
to
can
get the
confirm
stack
it wasn't.
closer for that bubble. I guess
Yeah,
it's
because
just,
Zoli left and still couldn't make it.
yeah, I'm gonna try to get the stack closer than that.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought they had like a cooldown that you can break more than one bubble.
There is on the big one from breaking it more than once.
Yeah, it was the big one and a small one.
Whoever's putting right gate down, you're doing a much better job than left gate. Not that we were losing.
It's because there is no left gate.
Do we really need a left gate, or
If we go
Oh,
left,
so it's you. I thought you could have just stayed quiet. Nobody would have known.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna go right.
bubbles.
We're gonna move kind of far with this next upsurge.
That was my fault. Okay, position to me now, melee. Don't move till upsurge. Or do that, Liz. Guys, you can't be running over upsurges to get your freaking bubbles in.
Okay,
Okay, stack the spell, guys. Aegis is up. 2-minute personals. So you need to be stacked in on this man.
To mid.
Get him up.
Soaks.
Pete, I think I'm crossing you.
I got the melee.
Dude, is this another new
Oh, this
group
one actually
text?
is
How many
one group
fucking...
text.
Do people just make group texts? I forgot I'm streaming, but yeah, I'm complaining about just the massive amounts of like new group texts that like add or subtract one person.
Get next to your partner.
The 2 range should be doing it. I don't know why we have no one up, but that's fine.
Man, we missed it.
What?
Shouldn't have missed.
Yeah, if you're too far away from each other, it won't count.
It wasn't that far.
Alright, we gotta move after this barnacle back.
Melee, don't be ahead.
Range it together.
Okay, is it the link one coming up? After this upsurge, we're going to link.
Bubble starting.
And
Link time.
upsurge into link. Everyone into link. Stay stacked tight. Watch this next upsurge.
And we're headed back out. Okay, next one is going to be all personal.
Personals
Guys,
now,
this
guys.
is still
Personals
me.
now.
So I'm trying to hit these bubbles. Might need one step and follower. I got it.
Okay, guys. Next one is going to be Aura Mastery, Commanding, and your Health Stones.
Healers, let me die.
Melee stack on skull.
Get near ones first.
Easy, guys.
Hellstone's coming up.
This is us soaking, guys. I'll take one
Yeah.
of the big ones.
Command is
Can I
up.
take only one?
Hellstones, 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 Hellstones.
Still 4 left.
Better.
Better, but still hurts. Holy shit. We had missed a coral though, right? So we had an additional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really just one more 70k hit.
So you're saying I would have lived?
He might have. I don't
Oh,
know.
whoops! I forgot
Yeah,
to like.
I think we would have been a lot more okay. Because Kevin barely died.
I was in a bubble. Just the bubble shit on me.
So was that coral on me, or like, is it a bug or what?
Can I just get innervate when we have to link? I just
Yeah. Now,
Sure. Which one do you want? Rocks? Okay.
now for the one we're soaking there, guys. After truck dies, I want to see the ranged who are taking a hit. So like the hunters and whoever else prior to the melee to take the initial 2 or 3, like so we can get earlier on that. Demon hunters, I want you guys to be ready. After we've had a couple go off from the range, you dash out and grab one, okay? I'll grab one of them as well.
The range should actually let the first 3 closest ones pass them by. That way they can impact melee, and then right afterwards they can do the big and the remaining.
Oof, that scares me with them hitting so close together.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a game time decision, like depending on where the coral growths are. Because if one is really close, then a demon hunter could just grab it quickly without even really losing any DPS time, and then have the ranged. If you want, we could do just a literal order of soaking, or maybe zone soaking, like 2 people on one, like 2 people on first, 2 people on second. That's a little too complicated for my taste, but if you want.
That's a little much. Well, I want you and Spriggs to soak as far out as you can, like ASAP. 2 of you guys soak as fast as humanly possible on the first 2, just to get them out of the way.
I'm only saying that ban because if they all soak, all the range soak, they're not gonna have any range to soak on the second one unless they get 2 stacks. At which point they're gonna start falling over.
Yeah, that's why I'm mostly. Wow, what's with the early one?
All right. We're gonna have to move pretty far here.
We're gonna move early range.
Gotta go now. After the next back.
Now we're gonna move further range. Sorry, guys.
Still having people get hit by the first fucking upsurge.
Bubbles.
Melee down. Tight.
I'm gonna move the boss after bubbles.
We're gonna move kind of far next upsurge.
Just thinking.
After upsurge, we're moving.
Do not hit these bubbles, guys. Do not hit them. Two non-people with fucking bubbles right now.
You should make.
Pass the boss, guys, for Aegis. Pass the boss for Aegis. 2-minute personals now. Bro, why are you guys immune to fucking stacking in for Aegis and then you're fucking dying? What makes you so fucking special, guys? Come on.
We're not melee. It takes a while to run in. Like,
Yeah, but
we're fighting the boss halfway across the room. We can't just like. We can't get in that.
Get ready to soak.
How about this? They were not moving. They were casting instead of getting in, and then they fucking died. Right? Like.
Yeah, just try to pre-position closer if you can. That's gonna make it easier for everyone.
Oh my god. I got knocked out.
Yikes.
Pete, get me. Novon, get me.
Get ready to soak.
Novon sec.
I think White's got this.
We got 3 left. Got them all. More range back here to soak.
I'll go in. I'll go in.
Well, let's practice this even if we're off damage. Get rolls up.
Get back to the wall.
Melee, stay behind me.
We're gonna move a fair amount after this upsurge.
Next set of bubbles.
Like. After upsurge, range get in.
Yeah, good call out. Yeah, move to early range. Start with that. I wasn't the one who put it on the group. Somebody else also moved it. Yeah, next one is gonna be your person.
Just a tank.
Personals now, guys.
We gotta start going the other way.
Oh, so okay. Can you take another one here?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
We need to get position for these next bubbles.
Okay, yeah, we have to move range. Sorry.
Do the soaks.
Yeah, these are soaks here.
And Hellstones, AM.
Now.
Big has 2 left in it, just so you guys know.
Any demon hunters left that don't have one? Okay. And that's the check there. That's closest on shield damage, even with people dead. Okay, let's wipe it up.
Well, we were 6% away on the carapace with
2.5
dead,
mil,
so yeah,
Getting closer. Yeah.
getting close.
Yeah, one thing can be if you get lucky on people who can immune the briny bubble, so that you can just push boss damage.
Yeah, that always helps. It's extra free
We had
damage.
quite a few double and triples there. Now, what
Yeah.
I'm saying about positioning for Aegis, guys, like, if I see people, that's fine that we're kiting, but when I see people casting for like 5 seconds when you're supposed to be getting into the stack for Aegis, and then they die because they didn't have a way to survive, that's a fucking problem. And I'm going to call it out. I don't care if we were kiting. If the person stops and is casting for 5 seconds through the entire bubble set, is not standing in Aegis or Darkness, and dies, yeah, that's a fucking problem. So let's get our shit together and make sure, if that's the case, you're not casting, you're moving in. If you have a way of living without it, that's fine. But that's not the case when we've lost someone just there.
So you'd rather me shift to cat form and sprint in and miss all the externals anyway and then lose damage?
What, were you dead? Was I talking?
Well, no, but I was at the same distance as Virls. I'm actually faster than Virls, and I couldn't have gotten it.
But Virls stopped casting for a long time prior to the Aegis going out and those bubbles all hitting. There was a chance to get in prior to that, to get in range of those.
I expect.
And to be fair,
Like,
guys,
I understand there's going to be
you know
scenarios,
you know which direction we're going to be cutting the boss. We're not going to flip it on.
and there will be scenarios where you can't always make it. I understand, but you still, you got to not stop if you can make it, and he could have made it.
There's bubbles are coming in.
Wait, the move stack. Amen.
Melee on skull.
Gonna move the boss after bubbles.
Tank, focus boss, guys. Unless the cleave helps you, you want to make sure if it's just a tank, you're burning the shit.
After upsurge, we're in range.
Move to front of boss, move to front of boss, front of boss. 2 minutes, personals, 2 minute personal.
God damn.
Watch these
Get ready to
upsurges,
soak.
darklings are coming.
Soaks. Oh my god, yo, motherfuckers. I don't know which way you're going.
Hey, is the link one coming up? Oh, never mind. My bad.
Got 2 to break, guys, 2 to break. Get the soaks, get the soaks. Okay, keep it up. Let's get positions for upsurges.
That pole is right there, careful.
Yeah, we're moving after this smash.
Move past the smash, guys. Move past the smash.
Get on moon, please, range.
You got more?
This is the link one coming up.
Okay, melee, stay to the right here. Stay
After
to the right.
upsurge, it's link.
Upsurge and into link, guys.
Whatever that range was, standing not with moon in the middle of the way.
Let me top.
Please don't do it.
Okay, range can go back out now. Bubbles.
This is personals.
3 minutes should be back up, guys. If you used them on pull, if you are a Guardian Essence person.
It's just a tank in here.
personal still. Battle Res Azla. Take it after the bubbles.
I'm falling over here.
He's soaking a little too fast. You can't react within a global.
Let me top back.
Alright, ranged demon hunters. This is us on these ones.
This is probably Hellstone.
7 here.
Someone's not going to soak that, just going to let it hit the boss. Okay, good job.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, wipe it up. Bones, you had no stack and one hit the boss. What were you doing?
The way I was angled, I didn't see it. I tried to dash into it.
There was 2 that were about to hit the boss as well, so... Alright.
It's looking better. We're making the trick. And we're kind of living-ish.
And Brills, I was pretty sure that was you there, so just on the one where we're doing link, please don't be positioned between Moon and the raid.
Yeah,
Because then we have to wait for your upsurge to finish, and then get into the link, and it kind of sucks.
On the link one, I've stopped. The last 2 pulls, I've stopped tiding it, and I've pushed my tide back one. And
Okay, I think that's fine.
Okay, now let's...
I'm down with that. So
I
then...
think I can link the first one. I think I could tie the first one and then tie the one that you're hemming.
Pretty sure if you... Yeah, the one that we're aiming?
I guess. Well, it will...
Yeah, that's the one you have to do if we tied.
Okay.
First. Or do you want to just hold tide and do second?
I don't think we need tied with my link.
Yeah.
In it.
So do you think it's better to do 2 or 3 in P2?
3 is the one where we're truly getting fucked over 20 seconds.
Then let's do it on 3.
Okay.
But honestly, guys, that looked great with being an Aegis and the darkness is there. Nobody died. I know we lost a little DPS. And I know you had to go cap farm, Zoli, but it looked better for raid health. We didn't lose. We've lost 1 person generally each time there, so that looked a lot better.
It was like our lowest break too.
Yeah.
As far as DPS goes, 69.6 or something.
And I bet we can get even lower, guys.
Do we have repair?
Yeah, open it down.
On Nova.
Yeah, this fight fucked Europe, huh?
Yeah. Everyone repair, please.
Where's the Janifier?
For real.
Pete, are you holy warding someone on that last orb we died on?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think I got one out there because everybody was dying.
I think that's like the most important orb.
Okay, and what, you want me to get a tank or what?
No, just get a DPS doesn't have an immune.
Okay, I'll try to aim for it.
I really wish you'd have a little more luck with Bubbles picking the right players, though. It doesn't pick me enough.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna be going right.
Bubbles are starting.
I don't know why I dodged right range. I should have dodged left. My bad.
Kind of gotta.
Yeah, we have Barnacle right here.
Direction.
Just run. It's just a tank left. You can ignore me.
Yeah.
See if you can get to the
Dear
darkness
God.
Aegis. Oh, jeez.
Pray.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck.
Moving towards.
Water soaks.
Wait, red is
Yeah,
over
water
there.
soaks.
Just one left.
Holy shit, Bubbles,
Wait,
what are we
where are
doing?
you guys going? They were like running towards me.
Next Azurites. Watch these
Red
upsurges
gets
too.
it.
Yellow come in.
Nice guys, keep it up.
Okay, we're gonna go like.
Range, get together, please.
here.
Oh, we
gotta
got
go a little
fucked.
far,
Yeah.
though.
We're gonna have to move pretty far after this upsurge.
Okay, we're not going into link after next upsurge until after next upsurge yet.
My innervate
Now.
gun.
Sucking bubbles.
Start moving
Going
in
in.
ranged. Everyone stack on skull. Stack hard on skull.
This
Stack
is
hard on
like
skull
a
for the
way
upsurge.
harder way of doing this, boss.
Okay, let's go. Oh god.
Guys, we're always going
Both
in
tanks
front
are
of the
bubbled.
boss.
Just recover.
Keep going, guys.
Thanks to the bubbles are starting.
Nova on second. This.
Gonna be 2 minutes, guys. Or your personals, sorry. Personals, guys.
That's both the tanks and bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, we're
Tried to
always
break
gonna
it
be
up.
going in front of the boss with bubble.
So Aethys went the right way, Braden, and I'm not sure who the other
No,
person
it was me.
went the wrong way.
I had the
Oh,
bubble on me, and I went to the right here, and it
Looks
just
like
got
a
clipped. Okay, it just got clipped by somebody.
Why do you look like a Tauren? You're confusing me.
I
No,
know.
it looks like a Toro.
I swear I saw a Tauren with it go the other way.
I thought too.
Like, I swear to God. 60,
I
69
died.
flat though, guys, on that transition is good to see. We can keep pushing it lower. More practice.
It's really good progress.
When we had to change directions there, I kind of got clipped by a freaking bubble. My bad.
How dare
Damn,
you.
dude, that beat is pumping.
Those corals really sucked.
Leave that mic open.
It's fucking TV. It's not me listening to anything.
I don't believe it.
Got a rave over there.
Total stance rate 2009.
I don't dance, man.
It's an odd year to pick.
People throwing glow sticks around.
Well, I assume total would have been like roughly 17 in 2009 and at a rave.
19. Nice try.
Oh, that's
Holy shit, this man was drinking. What a legend. 2009 was a good year.
I don't actually drink.
Why you gotta ruin it for us like that, Total?
Just try White Claws.
all right, men.
Mage
Let's-
buff.
Let's get through that phase.
I'm good for 15.
Wait, do I have fuckface?
Snow Zolly.
No.
When in
Oh
doubt
yeah,
with the
Dread Snow.
bubbles,
I'm ready.
Is there
the
some
answer is
other
never
flower?
run inside the boss's hip block.
What you want to do is spread out into a triangle shape and hit as much of the raid as
4,
possible.
3, 2, 1.
Not blink into it at the last second.
We're gonna go left.
Melee, same position as always. We start first one on this side, then we move to the other side for the second upsurge.
Here come the bubbles.
That's shitty. Move as far as we can.
Yeah, we'll be moving after these bubbles. Kinda can't go any further though.
Yeah, it's fine.
And all melee guys by upsurge. Stay alive, guys. Getting these 2-minute personals.
Out of range. It's gonna be.
Not get hit by that. Oof for Rooney. Alright, that's gonna be a no-go. Just do it
Yeah, I
quick.
baited
Stand it,
range
stand
a
it,
little
stand it,
bit.
stand it, stand it.
I went in super late.
Chainmail just doesn't cast fast enough.
Look at Rock go.
Battle res in the world.
Man, the myth, the legend.
You didn't get a battle res. Truck doesn't like you.
Get left
Truck.
out.
Rock does though.
Oh, I said rock, but maybe it sounded like truck.
No, you definitely said truck.
Oh, well, I meant rock.
Repair again too whilst it's up, guys.
And my days of battle resident people are over, apparently.
Thank God.
You don't know that, man. You could become an engineer.
No, I won't.
I said
He
you
is an
could.
engineer,
Oh, wow.
so his days aren't over.
I'm not. I'm an alchemist blacksmith.
That's a lie.
But
Oh,
what if you get?
oh,
What
that
if you
was
get a
such a bait.
ferocity pet?
I got baited by
That
your
dude?
goggles.
Oh, because the Mechagon ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how you assess whether or not somebody's an engineer? You inspect them, look at their goggles.
Yeah, man. Goggles are good.
Because Van is not able to call this. So,
5, 4,
yeah.
3,
Just do everything
2,
right.
1.
And also don't die.
Going right.
Stack on skull. They like.
First set of bubbles.
Ooh. They like the skull. They like the skull.
Okay, we're gonna be running with the boss here.
It's just a tank.
Just keep running, just keep running. Alright, we pushed.
Get the egg.
Oh, that's an awkward place.
I'm moving it.
Personals, guys.
Fuck. I
Get some
just
fire
lost
barnacle.
a lot of time.
Soaks.
Yeah, me and Van just made a play.
Okay, there's just one barnacle left over at orange. Call it out if you can do it. Dip bubbles down.
We have 4.
We made the melee too nervous with that one.
Yeah.
Find your partner. There's
Who's got
people
it?
already going out. Soak, soak, soak. Melee on skull.
Gotta move.
Next set of bubbles.
This is the Link one coming up after this upsurge.
I'm an idiot.
Link.
Watch out,
time.
melee.
Everyone get on skull and wait for the next upsurge.
Oh, this one's gonna be right next.
Just kind of know where I can go with the
No.
boss.
Let's get
just
springs
stay
up
here.
if you can, please.
Next set of bubbles here in a second.
This is personals.
Someone get that one in melee? I'm not gonna be able to get it in the back one too. Soak that last charge. I'm dead.
Melee get on skull.
You're gonna have to move after next upsurge range. Go ahead and knock, Dwarf.
We're kind of out of realistic, but it's okay. So
Like once it's safe.
we have to go over here. Kind of out of room.
Nah, I don't pull Bianca at this point.
Yeah, I was.
Touched her.
I'm a little Soka.
Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this point. Swipe it up. We're gonna do break now. Taking 15 minutes, so you got a bit longer. Please be back on town mode.
I got fucked barnacle sample.
Oh, they really put us in the coral ghetto there. That was rough.
Maybe you need
We're
to
gonna have
for
some,
mats and
right?
shit. Make sure you grab it. What do you think, Toto?
We're gonna have summons to get back if we have to like wait for a minute.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Is there any like logic to how the coral spawns, or is it 100%?
All right, gas.
They tried to figure it out, and they couldn't figure it out. At least on the streams I watched.
this, dude. He's just like lightly breathing into the mic.
Gum Chain's gonna use summon. Yes, got one up.
Oh.
Has Mythic killed Ajara yet?
Nope. 5%.
Never subbed, never done it. Oh, fuck.
You fucking his boss? Let's fuck him.
Fuck her. Thank you very much.
It has
I think
lady in the name, so.
I think it's an it, actually.
I think it's just a guy in drag. And that's why he wants to be referred to as Lady Ashvane.
I mean, this was like a human woman like 5 minutes ago.
Did you just presume her species?
Tier and human.
She is also identifying as humanoid right now.
Yeah.
As a millennial, I don't really like labels like so if you could please refrain from using labels, as a millennial. I don't like labels.
Then why do you own a label maker?
You should have to take the title off your character then, because that's literally a label.
Sorry, I'm light.
What's my best title?
You don't believe in labels or titles, sir.
No title. I'm one of the common folk.
It's a man of the people. Sorry, a genderless person of the people.
My profession, though, I'm a stylist. Was it white collar, blue collar, no collar? That's me.
Let's see, limit is still 3 healing Ajara. Method is 2 healing, and they got to fucking 5%. That's retarded.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna get Brayden summoned in a second here. We're gonna get going. Can we do Last Cauldron, please?
Instance is full. What?
Should you get your Cauldron flasks? Sorry that took a bit longer, guys. We didn't want to keep you waiting.
Okay, give me half a second here.
Okay, so Fish, your command is
I'm
the.
going. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I'll go over
the-
his DPS stuff. You go in Whisper. You go over that.
Okay. So Fish, your command is the second set of bubbles during phase 2 and the third set of bubbles during phase 3. I will attempt to remember to call it.
Brayden's offline.
He's not.
Sorry, my game crashed.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, really, Peter?
Alright, dude.
Yeah, Peter.
Peter.
You're not my mom. You can't call me that.
Peter.
Alright, it's making me uncomfortable. We're gonna have to stop. But you're explaining to him the bubble positioning, then?
Yeah, so you're gonna stack with the tank, which is either triangle or X. Bubble positioning is still super close overlapping, so just stick with them. Fish, that's only if you're rank 3. If you're rank 2, you should be using focus. And then follow me, where you have a very consistent positioning for at least the first Carapace phase. And even most of the phasing, we have pretty consistent positioning for melee, so just stick with it.
Alright, you guys good to go?
You dropping a face, or are we just gonna personal this one? Or...
Oh, fine. I'm feasting. Jeez Louise.
Fucking A to personal, that's what I'm
I'm
asking.
feasting. Get off my back, man.
Yeah, who is the feast even good for anymore?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty competitive for many healer classes. Like compared to the stat.
The 93 stat, yeah.
Yeah. I think Int still is better than secondaries.
Int's pretty high for majority of healers, are still blue.
Yeah.
It's all about the verse.
Alright, none of us are degenerates. So we don't need verse. Let's know when you're good for it.
Alright, guys, come on, let's push it on these checks. Go ham!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Going right. We'll get past that coral before the first rippling light.
We're gonna have to move far during next upsurge.
Melee should be on me, guys, come on. Yeah, I have to get knocked up at all, Fish, come on. Melee shift to me. Don't move till upsurge.
Oh, I do not like stacking, because you can't ever play... Dude,
I'm confused.
Man. I don't like playing like this.
Oh, you're trying to move.
Wipe it up.
How the hell did my bubble break instantly?
I
Holy
fucking
word.
blasted.
That's your boy Pete.
Yeah, dude. Popping off.
I popped my
Wait, have
chicken
you
on
not
it.
noticed every other time I've holy warded you? Is this the
Even
first
muting.
time?
Has he been just standing there AFK thinking he's in a bubble?
Their
you
immune's like a
guys seen
super
what I
long
do to the
cooldown,
sentry?
right? Though? Isn't it like a at least 4 on Netherwalk? How long of a cooldown is Netherwalk?
2 minute, but you can't nether walk the fucking bubble.
You can't. Yeah, Netherwalk only blocks damage. That's blocking it.
Oh, so they weren't immune, Kevin. Care to comment?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to know what broke my bubble there instantly.
Wait.
I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Why are the oracles healing?
Wait, where do you get that buff?
Dude, the trash in COS, it's not actually healing. It's draining health. Briggs Rock.
20.
So I had to reload.
Good for a 15, whatever.
Except Rock.
Cause like, yeah, I finished an aim shot there and I shouldn't have, but I'm gonna do that like 1 out of 30
Oh, sorry,
times.
I didn't hear you saying you reload.
I just said.
But
two,
if
just a
I'm
second
stacked,
ago.
that means
Oh, I thought you said I'm
instantly die.
reloading.
No, I said he's reloading. You fucking idiot.
Crikey.
Damn.
God, triggered, man.
Triggered Australian. It's just a regular Australian.
Well, that's just a bit harsh. I'm not triggered all the time.
You sound like it.
Wow, man. Harsh.
Does anybody else's details say my Mechagon trinket just normally hit for 60k? Or is mine
What
just
the?
Yeah, I don't think it detail shows crits.
Normal.
Yeah, it
It-
doesn't
it-
show crits in
It
the bubble.
should show crits. But it,
I think sometimes it
because of the
bugs out like
shield,
that.
that makes sense.
1.
No, it's because of the absorb, he's right.
Going right.
God, right on aim shot every fucking time. I think this hunter like is just below the like haste breakpoint to be able to cast those aim shots. Like just not quite enough haste.
Moving far after upsurge.
What the fuck? Where
That was my
are we
bad.
going? Where the fuck are we going?
In front of the boss, guys. Skull.
That's a little much.
2 minutes personals here.
Big hit.
All the ages. Upsurge is coming, guys. Move.
Should we handle that upsurge like we handle the link?
We're all stacked, and then we do wind direction.
Rock will get him.
Okay, soaks, guys, here. Soaks. Lost soaks.
I got melee. Where are you guys going? I got knocked up. I'm gonna get bubbled here probably. Oh no, we're
Just a tank.
Wait, why didn't I get
Boss.
bubbled?
Tank bubbles are not prio at all.
How?
Call out if you can do the one coral.
Blue has it.
Blue has coral. Everyone else stack up and keep your DPS up.
it's good damn.
Keep it up, guys. DPS up. Melee, stick the skull. Move through this upsurge.
No, I'm
Are
gonna
we good here?
Stack it pretty soon. I'll fall for it.
You call for it.
We're gonna be in the link after this upsurge.
Time me out.
Melee, we're moving to the left here. To the left, everyone to link. And stack hard on skull.
When the next bubble.
Stack hard, guys. Stack hard for this next upsurge. Stack on skull. Move.
When the next set of brownie or bubbles hits the boss, it's Fish's command. Fish
us some
command.
Space here.
This is 2-minute personals now. 2-minute personals now.
So the last one.
Anybody that's not me?
3 minutes are up. Going full.
Burning this thing, guys.
So bubbles
Okay,
is
let's back on
AM
skull.
and band.
Landing now. I'm taking one more.
Big Stars 3.
Big one, big one. Demon Hunters if you don't have any.
One more.
I think I'll be dead here. Yeah, I'm definitely dead.
We'll take a second step.
Otherwise, good one.
No. Oh my god, we're so close.
Oh,
We got it. We got it.
No, we got bubbles.
We're not supposed
Oh, I
to
see.
we don't have cooldowns for them.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Oh goodness me. Hey, that's best pull yet already, guys. Good job. Let's do it again.
Health pot, easy live.
Yeah, I was in a bubble that whole last part there.
So part of the problem with that Barnacle Bash, whichever tank at that one, we lost all of our cleave damage there. That'd be one where I don't think
Which
you can,
one?
the one where we lost Godwin. So when the bubble was,
Oh, yeah,
that
I'm
one
gonna.
was me.
yeah. So yeah, and then the Barnacle was taken to here, and we were way outside cleave range. That's one where we're gonna have to keep it as close as we can, or the bubbles are also gonna have to be significantly closer if possible.
We can definitely move them in closer.
A combination of the two, where the Barnacle just can't be run too far.
I was just like, my thing was expiring in 1 second. There was still melee like that weren't giving me room, so I couldn't really move in closer without clipping at people.
But could free action potions be good here? Like, do you
I'm
think the
sure
amount
they
you
don't
lose
work.
from your pot?
Did I DC? Am I having?
Yeah, I
problems?
guess they probably thought of that.
Oh, you too, Van?
Yeah. Is everyone?
Yeah, I was
waiting
sitting
for
there dead for like 40 seconds.
Hey Pete.
Whoa!
I was going to logs while the prop pals that did this. So I can't use bubble and spell warding back to back if I'm gonna soak the 6th set. The one where I have to come back up to soak 7.
Okay, do you need an external?
So I'm gonna need, when I soak the 3rd set, when I climb up to 10 stacks, I'll need like sack and then followed by, I guess, your guardian spirit.
Okay. Can you call it out the first couple times, and then I'll remember to use it there?
Sure.
Now I
Thanks,
also
Buff.
held my AM a bit further back there till.
Which made that feel way. Were you tiding there too?
Yeah, I tied it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
tied the
Mage
first
buff?
one, and then I tied the last one with AM.
So that worked well too because we had tied Novon, and then you AM'd halfway through, and I commanded halfway through. So the tide helped.
What it does mean, though, is that the second set of bubble in phase 3 is going to be scary as shit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're going right.
Is Truck going to be up long enough to Aegis there, maybe?
No. You'll fucking explode.
You got 24 stacks.
Alright.
I believe.
No, as soon as my bubble falls off, I'm gonna die in 1 tick.
You seem fine to me.
Stack on me, melee. Melee, you do not move until those upsurges come up. Some of you guys are moving early.
Don't get clip range. No.
I'm an idiot.
Now we're getting in,
Guys,
boys.
in front. That was a good check on Carapace. That was thick.
Crazy.
Make sure you're in Aegis. 2-minute personals here. 2-minute personals.
Oh, he didn't barnacle.
Oh, you took
no, you're dragging me away.
Dude,
Yeah.
he didn't. The timer's off. Emily, you were supposed to barnacle. You never did.
Guys, don't get hit. Or
Get him up, please.
quick.
Where is blue? Yeah, we're not as organized on this group.
Okay, that's wipe it up.
Honestly, with all the ground effects, I couldn't even fucking see the swirls.
Yeah. So the timer was wrong, Core? Because that
Yeah,
just
he was
totally.
then like 5 seconds later he did it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
he
because
can just
the
delay it.
point at which we pushed
I know, but the timer reset on it. Like DBM makes up for us phasing generally.
We phased mighty early there. That was nice.
Yeah, don't worry. I gave him a holy fire.
I think there is some consistency to the marks, though. I think the tank is always anchor.
Can I go switch something out real quick?
What's that?
You need like a tome?
I don't know.
It's an essence, so.
Yeah,
It's
so
undulating tides, yes.
So use the.
Oh wait, is this another person who doesn't know they can use tomes?
It just says
Holy shit!
Oh my
What is
God.
with our raid?
I didn't know you
Give him
could
a tome.
use the essence.
You're an animal. You're done. You're done. Get him.
Girls. Start a camp.
You guys must have done like no playing with other essences.
Oh, trust me. I think in the first week I went back many times.
So I think
Yeah.
if anchor is consistent, we can prioritize the closer ones to the boss for the tank and whoever gets the other anchor. And then the red and blue always go for far ones.
Food.
Okay. Goblin says apparently there's a weak aura that his other team used that like gives you a position to aim for like where you should break based on what colors you get. Do we want to try to use that? or
Let me
stick with
find
what
it
we have?
first. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Friday.
We've been pretty okay. Yeah, we'll just
It
keep
just
going.
helps, like, to be a little bit more organized.
We'll finish tonight off as is. We'll take a look at it beforehand. But guys, I want to see third carapace. Let's go, you animals. Let's get that smash on pull. Everyone
I'm
unbridled.
not well fed. Oh wow.
Beautiful, beautiful unbridled fonts. Look at that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go right.
Pretty sure somebody's missing mage buff. Should mage buff at some point.
Melee to skull. Do not move until upsurge. Not bubble, upsurge. And then we move to where that raptor is. Every time.
Please mage buff. Watch out for that range.
Okay, stack the skull, guys. Holy crap. Do not pop stuff super early. Yeah, those darknesses, make sure you're popping those once the bubbles are actually landing. Personal 2 minutes now.
Dude.
Kick up and up.
What? Like, we're in the barnacle? We're in the...
It'll be okay.
No, it's not consistent. Oh, it is. Okay. It's just a different color.
Christ, dude.
Yellow? Yellow. Brayden, that was you.
Hold on, let me try to find this shit.
Battle resing, please, guys. What's taking so long with the battle reses?
Truck's not healing anymore.
Somebody has to go far. I hope so.
Okay, we got a far. Soaks are coming, guys.
Why did he go that way? See, that's why we need to be organized. We could have gotten
Don't know
all
if we
in
can make the
there.
carapace check with rolls down, but we'll give it a practice ball.
We are boxed in by coral.
Yeah, after this barnacle, we'll start moving.
You wanna? How far do you wanna go?
Oh shit, we really are boxed.
Yeah.
Rain. If you're gonna stack, please stack tight or just don't stack. Because people are gonna find it.
Are you safe to soak your? Is this okay for
you? Get me?
This is Link?
Link now. Link
Wait,
now.
did you say
okay.
grip me? Oh, get me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, stack on skull, tight on skull, tight on skull, tight on skull. And now.
Just attack.
Just attack. Open spot.
This is fish command. Fish command.
Watch those upsurges, guys. Come on. Wipe it up. Stand in coral. Quick wipe, guys.
Alright, it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to call the one first. Because it fucks with my spell.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to ask for your sec for his.
Yeah, I sacked you
guardian.
there when you're at
I know.
819.
What I'm saying is I need to change it up so I call you earlier, so your forbearance is off by the time I have to soak the second wave. That way I can use spell warding.
That's personals with fish command,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, we didn't call it the personal part, but yeah, guys, that's also personals.
We most likely are not going to make these checks, guys, with someone dead.
Yeah,
depending on
and that part there
where they
is
are,
your,
too.
like, if you have a 3-minute personal, you're also using it there. And if you have a 2-minute personal, it should be up. I believe it's the dream. Sorry, if you have a 1.5, maybe.
Oh, it's these three. Okay,
Braden suddenly becoming swift.
Also, try to make sure we get mage buffs out every 12, please, Bree.
Wait, give me a second. I can actually make a farm.
I already traded them.
Okay.
Alright, guys, something to definitely anticipate. So, Demon Hunters too. When that carapace breaks, you're holding those CDs until she's actually in position.
Okay, we're going right.
You're gonna have to move closer with next section.
Don't move until upsurge melee. Ranged. Start getting in. Not accidentally soak these bubbles, guys. 2-minute personals now. Be in the ages.
I guess I am wrong.
Soaps.
Just one left.
This is like much harder. This way.
Someone got clipped by a bubble there. Was out of position.
Peeking it? No,
Oh, Braden's got it. Braden's got
he's
it.
already got it.
Alright, melee back at the boss here. Oh, watch out for that. Try and keep this next upsurge somewhat clean.
Range tight again, please.
Yeah, we're gonna move far. This next upsurge.
Thank you.
Alright. Melee tight to the
One.
right for this.
Sack me.
Got it.
Is the link coming up?
As soon as upsurge goes off, we move into the link. Go. Link now.
These are
They stack
amazing
down on
coral
skull.
spawns.
Just me.
We'll be moving after bubbles.
We'll go far with the
And move now. Guys, watch the pre-move with those upsurges.
Oh fuck. This is my bad.
This is personals here. Fish's command.
You guys, personals now.
Upsurge soon.
Keep them tight and clean.
I die here. Got all 17 stacks. What's up?
Alright, this is
Range.
gonna be ours.
Now we have to move range for bubbles. Kind of sucks.
Popping commanding now. Hellstone here if you have to, guys.
I'm in command.
Just
On the
tank. I
boss.
can
Just
eat one of
tank.
these. I can eat
Focus boss down.
I am up.
one more. Nice.
Burn, guys, burn. Nice. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Don't soak these. They're coming
Let
in.
them hit the boss. Guys, move. Let's
They're
move
not-
past this coral here.
There's nothing.
Can I
for
go?
them.
Just a little bit for space on upsurge.
Nope, you're not gonna have them. You're just gonna barking next.
Yeah, we skipped.
Surge, guys. Careful.
Get them all.
Okay, everyone, melee. Watch for these soaks too. It's gonna be big soaks here. Big soaks. Big soaks. Okay, battle res speed as soon as he's up. Bubbles to the tank. Melee adjust. Melee adjust carefully.
Better as makes it.
Battle res on feet. Quick, quick, quick.
Thank you.
Keep the burn up, guys. Keep the burn up. Okay, we gotta clear all these
Get the
guys.
close one.
Get that
Someone
bottom.
go deep, please.
Somebody.
close one,
Where even is red?
Good job.
Middle soaps. Good job.
We're doing.
Good damage too, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Do you remember where the lust is, Pete? When it is?
Yeah. It's gonna be like when third set comes out, pretty much.
Right, this set is gonna have to get soaked by.
Yeah, and this is me.
Soaks, guys, on these.
Is anybody that doesn't have it here, basically?
Yeah, if you don't have a dot here, guys. Pick up one of them. Is this?
Yeah, this is me. Somebody who 2-minute. Let me know when your 2-minute comes back up.
Don't lose Pete.
So we have another battle, right?
Assuming Pete hadn't died. Here in about 8 seconds of battle.
Come to
resting.
X. Come to X. XXX right here. Right here.
Can I get me up again? Sorry.
We'll just practice anyways.
I'm linking this, right?
Yep.
Okay, after upsurge, guys, watch the upsurge.
And this is also like Hellstones, Health Pods,
Probably
everything.
got two.
Don't know where to link.
Oh, jeez. Okay, get in the link, guys.
Still got stuff those.
Let me try.
Ooh, we did it, boys! Keep it
1 or 2
going!
minutes coming up?
This is fucking
Oh,
fucked.
no!
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go. dude.
Okay, love.
Yes. So the 3 minutes here. Make sure you use them with your cooldowns.
Jesus.
Use whatever you have left to stay alive.
Come to X.
Tided.
We guys, we still have people with no stacks. DPS, Fish, what are you doing? What are you doing, Fish? You're an animal. Not bad call, though.
Those fucking stacks slap.
Red.
Yeah. So Fish, Braden, women's, no stacks.
98 ink stacks on the boss. 55 coral stacks.
He's about to get fucking melted.
Yeah, we
How
have like
many-
5 ink pods, right?
Yeah, and it should do about, if you crit it, it should do about 1.5 to
1.5 ish million damage by the time his shield or her
per person.
Yeah, obviously, if you have the razor coil, just leave it going until the ink pod.
It's guaranteed.
Guaranteed a
crit.
crit.
Leave
Yeah.
it that.
100% crit chance. On top of your own DPS you can get on that.
How many people do we have with the combo? Like 3?
5.
Yeah. Real quick, did anybody put something on me when I said I was fucked? Did you holy ward me or something, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna go look at logs and see if I fucking disengaged it or something.
No,
Can we get a-
I got you.
You gotta get Treacherous Covenant off you.
Can we
No,
get
no,
a-
this is I soaked
repair.
one phase 1 accidentally. Is
Van,
why this all spiraled out of control.
Van, how many more orbs are we looking to get after that one we went to there? 2 more?
No, we're getting 4 in that phase.
I need a repair.
4 sets.
Okay, so when it's the last 2 sets of that phase is when I will soak. I'll do Truck's job, and then I will be dying on the last set, and Aethys will be soul tanking from then on.
And then I think we need to have the last maybe like 10 or so seconds before 2 minutes come off, just to make sure we get all of it during the phase 3. Or do you want to shift it and assume we're going to make that check? That way we get to use the tail end of Lust on her.
No,
after
we
shield
focus
breaks.
on making a check first before we adjust it.
Okay, so I don't know, Brad, you want to call that out? Just like when there's about 10 seconds left on your 2-minute CD for its 4th use. Just be like,
Yeah, Pete,
lust
aren't
me.
we lusting to skip the 4th one?
No, just
No,
skip
we're
the
lusting to skip the 5th.
Okay.
And here's your feast. For...
So was that the correct time for the call there?
Yeah, pretty much. I think there was about 10 seconds left in you. I don't think it's super tight. It's just ideally we want all of the lust.
Yeah, with that it would be so that was 6:26. So we can lust after about 6:20. Realistically.
Yeah, but real quick, do we want do we want the 2 minutes or the 3 minutes?
2
The
minutes.
2s, because the 3s are going to come up at minute 7.
That was my question. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
3 won't come up until we already break the shield. So it's lust and 2 minutes.
Perfect. Did a repair get dropped?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, I need a repair.
No, okay, here's your repair. You don't have to hit not ready, man. You can
Well, I
hit
tried to say it like
three.
6 times and you kept talking over me. So
Whoever's actually counting the orbs, give me some mating calls when I need to be soaking on those the last 2. Because
like a
I'm
preference?
not anything that
Mating
will
buff,
get me
please.
aroused.
Alright.
Well, in theory, if Pete hadn't died.
basically, honestly, Core, when we lust is when we get to 3rd. That's the last 2 sets.
It
No.
should be like Rock or Zully.
So
battle
it's the
res
one
in the
after
middle.
lust.
Yeah, because either
Okay.
Pete or Zully will battle res me in the middle for the 3rd one. I'll pop up, hit bubble and speed pot, soak all 7 of those. I fall over again, and then Kevin can get the last however god many there are left over.
The last 2
4th wave,
sets.
and then he falls over, and then it's pray you break the shield and burn her to death.
Okay, let's
So
go.
what you're saying is you can Aegis us.
And we're ignoring the last barnacles, right?
1 second, yes.
We're
Yeah,
not,
we're
trying
not
to break
breaking
those?
barnacle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
everyone
just-
just stack with your friend.
Yeah, find your mark and just tunnel.
Okay.
And tanks do not get the same every time. I got a red bird last pull.
No, I saw that. It was just
I got
incredibly
some rock.
consistent. Like 3 pulls in a row.
Maybe it's every order is the same. The first one is always anchor. I don't know.
Phase 3 isn't necessarily stacked, it's just don't click people. Like if you're melee, don't run out.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's push it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Going right.
Melee to me.
Don't am I get there in time? No, I'm not.
Did it hit him?
I soaked.
Oh, okay.
The problem I ran into is
Someone adjusted last minute that was in that bubble stack and clicked melee.
I kind of think we just go again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
this
go
is
again.
my fault. I got hit by an upsurge and everybody fucking looked up and just fucked everything up.
It's like this traffic accident.
Yeah.
the other thing I would ask Ryan to
Rubberneckers.
do is not to put an upsurge between the boss and the bubble, because trying to intercept them there kind of fucked me and knocked me up because there was like basically an upsurge right on a bubble I was trying to.
Alright, I'll try to move a bit earlier. Generally, we're doing it like moving once per upsurge, but I can try to aim it better for where we move to.
Repair again, too, guys. Whilst it's up.
I mean, not everyone's perfectly stacked, Pete. What I'm saying is, if you see the bubbles come out and there's a bubble directly behind you, just sidestep to the bit so you don't leave an upsurge directly on top of the one I'm trying to.
Mage buff. Yeah, do you think there could be a strat where the whole raid stack and then all of the bubble people get upsurge and get bubbled in the air and they land perfectly on the boss?
Definitely.
And don't die from the upsurges.
Yeah.
That when there's 6 of them, absolutely.
We can
It's
do that in a
flawless.
few weeks, yeah, with a little more gear.
No, just
Flawless.
sorry, one range stacks with melee, I guess, and whoever has the bubble. Can we get my
melee spawn them too?
You're an animal, Pete.
Wait, are you sure melee spawn them as well?
Yeah, they do.
Wow. Wow.
All right.
What the fuck are you dodging then?
Can we get
Pete,
mage
I've
buff,
been
please?
I've been standing with melee the whole night, basically.
We gotta dance.
I'm not looking at melee yet.
Why do you think I have skull marker for fun?
Yeah.
Would it be a blast if we all stood together for no reason, melee? Let's.
Makes you feel like a badass.
All right, free
Exactly,
boss guys,
dude.
come on.
1.
Let's go right.
We're gonna be moving far with the first steps.
Not back, not back.
Like, real far.
Oops, I'm juking all the melee.
Stupid healing
Pete,
guys. looks
Raiden
like an
ate a
upsurge.
bubble.
Don't do
Yeah.
that, Brady.
Hitbox is bigger than it looks.
This is melee is definitely being mighty spicy with positioning right now.
Okay, after bubbles, we're gonna go on a journey here.
Ignore the briny. Leave. Everyone try and start moving to the front of the boss. Front of the boss. Front of the boss.
We'll pull her out of this barnacle thing.
Alright.
Ah, damn, she's moving so much.
2-minute personal.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, we didn't get
I
Aegis.
don't think he gave a shit about darkness that time.
No, that Aegis expired
failed.
literally the second those two hit.
Yeah, it's because we kited it so far. It took forever for the bubble to get
Yeah,
reached it.
they all lined up to hit at the same time too.
Well, no, it took too long. Aegis ended up expiring. We probably would have survived with Aegis up. Yeah, the slime going out and none of the melee being in range of the boss is really no bueno. We lose so much DPS there.
Which one? That one right there?
Right before the kite, yeah, when he was stuck.
Sometimes we beat that overlap and sometimes we don't.
Because melee, you just can't range him inside the coral.
It only does like 70k tick. Let's walk in there.
It's not like the healers have anything to do.
Mage
Oh, you're
buff?
talking about like during the briny bubble?
He's kidding.
No, we don't have anything to do. Mage buff, please.
Because there is a spot
Yeah, that's
there.
what she's talking about during the grinding bubble.
Yeah, that spot is where I live.
That coral was real rough there too, though.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
Spawns inside of him.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Let's go left.
Come on, someone got knocked up. Melee.
I think I knocked up.
Pretty sure I said someone.
I said something.
Wait, how do I have a
Melee stack, please.
how do I have a stack? From where? When?
Don't move till upsurge.
I am not aware of what just happened.
And don't get knocked up like that.
Just
a tank. Keep burning boss. Okay, we can get the position now. Oh, don't go too far. 2 minutes.
one coming in still.
That hit you, good one.
That was from the beginning. I don't know how.
Get me up. Get me up.
Got it.
I'm gonna play the way I play in the other group. I'm not gonna change. Because I'm gonna start developing bad habits. What is that? I have armor? Nice.
Just the tank.
You guys gotta break these, homies. No.
Yeah, no lead.
I don't know why they didn't
They're
break
just
that
lazy.
shit.
What's going on here?
Wipe it out.
Yeah.
I left out for that one, but halfway through my leap, I think I was over top of an upsurge.
Did we beat an upsurge that we don't normally beat there in our first push? That threw me off.
That threw me off too.
Same thing too. There, we moved the boss. We shouldn't have moved the boss there. There was no Barnum, and we shifted the boss out of the darknesses for no reason.
There is a reason.
Wait,
Because
what happened to Fandom?
I'm dropping another barnacle right away, and if I have to pull him in further, not only will he move further into the barnacle if I don't reposition him before the barnacle hit, but I'll also be in there longer.
Yeah, but we had 8 seconds on the barnacle when we moved him.
Repair is still up.
8 or 9 seconds on the timer when we moved him out of darkness.
I still need a minute for
He
cooldowns.
was still in melee range if you're standing at darkness, and I didn't feel like he took the
we
fourth
couldn't
step.
sit in the darkness because the bubbles were now going through the darkness to hit him because we moved him to the other side.
All right.
The checks are really random when that timing is happening with that barnacle too, because of
It's not really that random, but the problem is like there where you complained about it, I just left him where he was, and it dropped barnacle on the raid and just taking people.
We had already moved him.
Yeah, I didn't move him back into the barnacle for the hit because he already bitched about it, so I just kept him there.
I wasn't complaining about you moving him towards us. Or away from us, it was towards us. We were in position for the barnacle where you could have moved him on the second part. But when we moved him after he had barnacle bashed past the darkness. When there was no
Basically,
barnacle
when
for
you're
9
rolling
seconds.
out of the barnacle bash, you're coming too far.
No, that's not what he's talking about.
That is, yeah, that was what I was talking about. The barnacle bash on
5,
transition.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, well then I don't have aggro then, because.
Well, whoever.
I don't think I would have had aggro then.
I don't do the barnacle bash during the hit, or I do the one after.
Watch out range. I'm moving far after this upsurge. I don't want to move closer to certain range.
Raiden, you gotta stop eating those bubbles, man.
Melee stack. Don't move till upsurge.
Ah, clip me.
I don't know why. The hitbox is huge total. I don't know why you're that close. Okay, far side, guys.
Okay, we'll be moving her out of this barnacle shit.
Let's stop right on the edge here.
See, range can't go around that much though.
Braden has 2 steps.
Yeah, our bubble people are just fucked.
Wipe it up. Wiped up. Braden has bubble, Total has bubble, Asla has bubble.
No, I mean the briny bubble people are fucked.
Yeah, they
Because we can range them.
outside of the darkness and stuff.
Because we didn't break them out before we moved close. I mean, I guess it's not intense.
Well, we had
Oh, an
one of
extra
the
one,
people.
yeah. Makes
Yeah.
I had like a toe and it got me, so I'll just be more
I
careful.
just again though, there's no reason to be that close total.
I know.
There would be more room with the coral around you.
I know, I'll be more careful.
So I think for that barnacle bash there, like, I mean, what I just did there was I just turned the boss around without moving. Melee might want to watch out for it, like, creeping up to them. Like, you might need to go to max melee range. Like, while staying in darkness and dodging bubbles. I believe
We were okay there for that. It was just we had people who were soaking bubbles themselves too and had stacks, as well as we hadn't got everyone out.
Mage buff, please.
Does anyone have a weak aura that's counting which upsurge number it is?
No.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we'll go right here.
Moving kind of far with next one.
That's where this should. We'll go forward.
We're going with self search.
Okay, I have. Let's just keep going here. Okay, 2 minutes CDs when the other one's closer. Now 2 minutes. One more still.
No,
That was no
please.
long.
Lots
Mage
of
buff,
soaks.
man.
God!
We can
They.
still clear it.
If you're closer, just go to it. This is not like you can't call that shit out. You just have to fucking know.
So Aethys, I definitely think there's a huge improvement we can make on that first barnacle after we move there. That'll really help melee positioning and DPS.
Break these coral.
Clear these, all of them, guys. Okay,
Soaks.
soaks. Melee stack up, please. Stay right behind the center.
Yeah, oh man.
No one second.
Moving far with Max.
Got
I
him.
don't have.
Nice.
I'm not gonna have
Going
GS for you.
to link. To link now. To link.
Yeah, I know. Save Dwarven, but
There's no way to get in here.
Upsurge.
Move.
Just the tank.
Two-minute personals, guys.
Yeah, Ambitious Connect.
We didn't end up using it there.
Oh shit. Wow.
We want to use this early here so it's still up later.
Sure.
That's the scary bubbles.
Just tell me one.
Let no one go into melee.
Now.
Yeah.
Big one still has 3. You need people to soak.
Alright, we're gonna run through this barnacle.
Make the check, Carmen. No, just missed it. Okay.
Yeah, my bad, Trek. I'll just never use it second you.
We just broke that third one too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's gonna be the best way to explain this? So what's happening there, Aethys, is you're staying ahead of melee there. You ran her away, which is good, but then when Barnacle Bash happened, you stopped. You should have flipped back and Barnacle Bashed the side melee we're on, and then we would have no issues with positioning on that one. Like, you run her out and then you spin her around. Because what's happening there is you're staying on the far side of the boss for the Barnacle Bash, and then everyone has to run all the way to the far side of the Barnacle Bash, and then more for our Darknesses. When you should just flip around after you've got the range and Barnacle Bash the opposite side. And then, because what's happening is because you're Barnacle Bashing there too, we are losing melee DPS for about 4 seconds every single time.
Is this gonna change where range stack or same spot?
But it's a marginal difference in positioning. It just means we're not having to run an extra 15 yards.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then I'm taking her back to the other side and continuing down the same direction.
Well, he gets that Barnacle Bash on the side melee, like the back part.
No, I know what you're
it's
saying.
Totally continuing
But
as per normal.
Okay, and then we just go right back through the Barnacle Bash again.
No, we don't. What?
You don't have to move at that point.
What?
We will eventually have to. We will eventually have to move, and when we do, we're going back the way we started, right?
Okay, so what's happening is, let's say Aethys is pulling her to here. Let's just say that's the kite. Melee's on Skull. Aethys, we're stopping here prior to Barnacle Bash, and Aethys is letting the Barnacle Bash go off at X. What he should do is run to X and then turn and Barnacle Bash there. Because
Now,
what's
if
happening
you want,
is,
if you want, what I can do is I can roll and try to drop the Barnacle Bash like.
it doesn't even need to be that far, Aethys. It's just the problem is you're Barnacle Bashing the far side of her hitbox, so we're just running constantly that entire phase. And the problem is when you Barnacle Bash on X, it's not so much that we're having to run further, big deal, we're melee. It's that when that Barnacle Bash grows, she's now standing in the middle, and there's absolutely no DPS time. It's ruining our DPS there for no reason. I don't think there's any negative effect to you just being on the other side of her hitbox. You're not even moving her. You're just spinning,
Right.
right? And like Cora, that you're still going down that same line.
Yeah. That's what I was asking. Because when you spin her around, you wanted to spin back around the other way and fill up the gaps that we hadn't used.
No, all I want is that first Barnacle Bash there to not cut the melee off completely. Like, it's just shifting it 10 yards back to where we were.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna go right.
We're probably not getting this upstairs.
Watch out for that ranged.
They stay ahead of her, guys. Okay. We'll stop her here. Perfect. 2-minute personals now. 2-minute personals now.
Bash right on us, watch out.
And then adjust raid. This is where we were into rush.
Wow, we got them all. We need help at orange.
We got a lot. We're good. If you can get the next one, call it out, and then everyone else pair up.
Guys, get
Oh, guys, you're being
adjust. Restack for upsurge.
Yellows get it. Yellows only.
Everyone else, keep burning. Keep the DPS up.
That mage just fucking laughed. He was like, "All right, you soak it."
Alright, so we'll keep it going.
I'm like, "Okay, I'll do that." Oh jeez.
We got lucky on
Overwhelming
barnacles.
power.
Yeah.
Melee stack for upsurge.
This next upsurge is Link after.
Nova, stack me.
You got it.
Upsurge into Link. Move to Link. Move to Link. Stack hard on Skull.
These are the scary bubbles coming up.
Guys, we should be stacked tight. I don't know why we're spread so much. That's really bad upsurges. Come on, get that together.
I mean, you gotta move the boss
This
closer.
is Fish's command coming up.
This is your
Fish
personals,
command.
guys. Personal.
On full 3 minutes.
Restack. Melee. Alright, so this is our soaps.
Careful, guys. I'll go 2 hands.
I'm commanding now. AM now. Stop, guys. Stop.
We're done.
Okay. Holy crap, guys. Get into the bubbles. Keep the burn up. Big burn, guys. Big burn. We got
We need the DPS on boss.
hard. Didn't
They
cancel.
came out.
So close.
I don't think those bubbles could have been DPS there. That was the only difference.
Yeah. We weapon this? We didn't make the trade.
Oh, I don't think we have a choice. Whether we wipe it or not.
Yeah, I probably should DPS the boss a little bit more, but we were taking.
Yeah, that was sweaty.
Yeah, there's only
yeah.
so much I can do.
I'm like AM now, and we just almost die, and like, oh my god. We
Yeah, that's
popped
with
all those,
tide
like,
running
10
and stuff too. Like it's just so much shit.
Command, Tide, and AM, and we just couldn't even do anything.
Although part of the reason why that was so scary was because we took all of them at like in a very rapid time.
In about 4 seconds.
Yeah, that was a bit unbelievable.
How did nobody die? I don't know.
Damn, it's fucking nuts.
Okay,
I
the
don't think
whole
it's
raid
just
was at
that.
about 10%.
Damn.
Alright guys, let's keep it going. We made some solid progress. It's something to think about too, guys, is for everything where we're just on the edge of a check right now, how much easier is that going to feel next week, right? But by tightening it up right now when it's as difficult as it is, it should be that much easier.
I'd just love to see all you guys like trinkets, proc at 30% to see how much it will actually drop it down.
How many ink pods?
It's 5, right? So it should be 7 to 7.5 million ish if we have 5 and all of them.
Just type 1 if you have an ink pod.
Yeah. And then we're pulling.
Brett brought up a good point. On that poll where we actually had Lust, I guess he had held his 2-minute initially, but I think we're aiming for like 6:20 rather than the actual 6-minute mark for that Lust.
Yes.
So, yeah, so
If
I don't know if anybody has like a combat timer running. I can try to call it out, but okay, cool. So if we like Lust at 6:20, it'll be ideal.
Yeah, my Guardian's coming up like right then anyway, so.
Can we wait a minute? I accidentally potted.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we kind of need to. So press 1 if you have ink pod right now, guys.
We have 4, yeah.
4, okay. So that's what?
Should be between 5 and 6 million if they all crit.
Yeah, it should be 6 mil.
Yeah, on our longest poll, it looked like all you guys are at 90 plus.
Was it 98?
Stats. Yeah, 98, 95, 92.
Does it cap out at 99 or does it keep going?
No, it keeps going. Yeah, I got up to 180 on the target dummy before I got bored.
Real question is who's gonna end up with the aggro? fucking get one shot before the tanks realize what's happening.
I'm gonna insta blur.
I mean, a 6 mil hit is, a good 5% of her health. We're talking 4.5 to 5% of her health instantaneously when she hits 30. So that's pretty disgusting.
Let us know when you're good, Zul.
Every ink pod is a 1% drop in her health when we hit 30%.
Alright,
So, yeah, that's pretty saucy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have every single melee with one, boom.
Buy 10% of your health.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, it stacks slower for hunters, which sucks.
We're gonna go left.
Just
Shit's
tank.
lagged out.
We're probably gonna beat this upsurge.
You're lagged out, Athos?
Yeah, just my spells though. Like, won't let me cast shit. There it goes.
Okay, guys. This is our position here. It's the edge of this carapace. And 2 minutes now. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes now. Didn't even hurt. That might. Oh my god, I love you all. Watch for soaps, guys, if you can't help.
Alright, we got 2 left. I'm sure we get them.
Just a tick.
The Grandma boss. Tank will fall. Okay, can blue get both?
Okay, blue,
Okay, blue's got
just
both, blue's got
chill the
both.
fuck out. I gotta move a little bit. And I'm out of range.
Taunt Nathan? Kinda shitty corals.
We're moving pretty far.
Do you want us to stay here, Van?
Nova on sec.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay,
After this is
upsurge
link?
into the link.
Wings.
Oh my.
Vicious Command is coming up.
Command now. 2-minute personals, guys. 2-minute personals in general.
Which way are we going? Going this way. Sorry, everyone. We're going.
Keep that burn up.
Next one is AM Command, and probably your Hellstones.
Okay, they're up now. Demon Hunters, especially on close ones. Demon Hunters on close ones. Popping command now. Hellstones if you're low, guys.
Alright, wait.
One more hit. Just tank.
Keep burning.
Heal me.
Battle res Zara.
Need boss.
I mean, the tank should not be dying there.
Losing Dwarven there. And okay, quick wipe. Run into the.
Tried to say Dwarven, but
I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I get trapped in a bubble, it's forever.
On that one, yeah.
That set is a long one. That's going to be one of the longer ones in the fight.
Is there any reason we can't ignore those bubbles there? Because there's no waves coming out as long as we make the push.
We can, minus the fact that we are getting completely destroyed because you guys are soaking.
Yeah, no, I get that.
If you guys can keep up with it, yeah, but like every pull is I'm either dead there or I'm 1% health the entire time.
Well, right there, the only damage we took while you guys were in the bubble was one rippling wave. There was the rest of them were already done by the time you guys got in the bubbles.
I mean, do we just say like, if you're in a bubble there, you health potion?
Yes, if you have to.
How can you health potion if you're in a bubble?
I health potioned the one
you
before.
can.
Why'd you health potion the one before? You're supposed to be health stoning.
I know, in the bubble, I got trapped in two bubbles that phase, and I had to health potion the first
that's
one.
rough. Yeah, but yeah, for sure, if you're in a bubble, make sure you got your health potion ready.
Did not know you could health potion in the bubble.
Yeah. Someone said earlier.
It wasn't someone; it was Goodwin.
It's true. Yeah, that person has a name.
Hey, do you guys know there's an oxygen-rich
What did I
membrane
do?
by Behemoth?
Total just said that.
Don't worry about Goodwin. Someone was just talking about you.
I mean, I got an early stack the pull before that one.
No, my comment was that you said that we could health potion inside of bubbles.
Oh, okay. I wasn't listening.
I don't think he was there for that.
Yeah, every pull. That's why I asked for the longer pull timer, because I usually am doing stuff between pulls, and if it starts at 10, I like have no reaction time.
Mage buff, please. Oh, kind of cut you there, Dwarven. I'm sorry.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna go right.
And healers, if you have any ability to DPS on the second shield more than your, it'll probably be the difference between us making that push and that.
Yeah, that one's still tight too.
Just tank.
You won't get this surge.
Alright. Don't darkness so early, guys. You're darknessing before the barnacle. We're still okay positioning here, though. Alright, 2-minute personals now. 2-minute personals now.
Two left.
Right, we'll get the far one.
They both.
Soaks, keep the burn up on the boss, guys. Big burn here. Big burn.
Oh, shitty corals.
Yeah,
You'll
we'll
look
put
for the
barnacle
first
here
set.
and then move.
Oh shit!
Next up,
I
series
meant
and
to
then
double tap. I'll double tap right here instead.
No, 1 sec.
You got it.
Hey guys, we're moving a link. Stay stacked, stay stacked, stay stacked, stay stacked. Go.
Fish command?
Not until the bubble. I would now do.
2-minute personals now, guys. Personals now.
Let me fall over.
Get those range stacks better. These bubbles, try and keep them as close as we can for best positioning here.
Sam and Van.
Careful.
Coming now.
I am on.
4 left.
Try and get those guys out of the bubbles, guys.
That's the worst RNG that could happen.
We have to check fucking easy too.
I need to. I guess I just have to carry the soaks there.
Yeah, that would have been no problem. Wipe
We
it up.
keep wiping right there.
Charge into the bubbles.
Yeah,
It's
just
almost like
died in the briny bubble there.
Yeah, I didn't see it was on you, Gum. I was panicking, so I just put it on Rock, I think.
Yeah, like Goodwin said, if a healer gets it in like a really bad spot like that, just let us know, because if we're cleaving, you know what I mean? We need the boss damage, and if we need a healer out to just fucking live, DPS needs to know that.
What's the cooldown on the ward? Can you?
I
do
can
it
get
per time?
everyone. Yeah, everyone. I just it syncs up with Upsurge, and then also like needing to use raid CDs, so it's like
So we can at least
I just
avoid a
desync it.
healer every single time.
yeah, we should be able to if I don't mess up.
Wait, he's holy?
Did I GS you at the right time, Bear Truck?
It looked like it.
Oh, is holy better than Dish?
Yeah, I mean, some of my health basically at 10% with 10 stacks. That's kind of the right call right there.
All right. Mage buff, please.
I wish I was a DK on this fight.
Actually, before we pull, one quick question: how long into the fight are we when that second carapace is about to be broken?
Second carapace should be
3 minutes 56.
Yeah, 350-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, close to 4. So your 3 minutes that you used the first time the carapace was broken are coming back up right at the beginning of the next carapace being broken. Let us know when you're good, women's.
I'm good.
Yeah, and we're also going to have DH med in that second intermission there. Shave some more health off.
We're so close.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're gonna go right.
Shot range.
just tank, keep running boss. Nice. Okay, good, good, good. Don't hit any guys.
Has he smashed you yet?
No.
Oh wow.
Okay, 2-minute personals. Make sure you're in H, guys. Good job. Get out of those. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good breaks here. Good breaks here. Come on.
Also did a break. That's shitty.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Gotta
I
get
forgot
back
it. I forgot.
Soaks.
I got melee. I got melee.
I got upstairs. My bad.
Come up.
Mage buff when you can.
That's actually okay. At least clusters around.
She's like not moving.
Fuck! Oh god. That was weird.
She's meleeing me from like 20 feet away.
After upsurge, it's Link.
Melee stack on skull.
That was a really bad true
One
shot
second.
window. Oh, well.
You got it.
That stupid upsurge.
Move, guys. Oh, that upsurge, guys. What the?
You didn't sack me.
I did sack you.
And we're moving.
Probably just dropped off because my health threshold.
Personals, guys. Personals. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fish, we can't need to call for your command there every time.
Okay, just
Please
wipe
count
it
them.
up. Wipe it up.
If the personals don't get called too, we need them. Like, I can just tell when they're not being pumped.
And we also still don't have commanding. It was still never.
But I
called.
think it broke like right away, Nogon.
Yeah, there's just a clusterfuck of just everything happening in melee, and I just didn't see enough swirl.
Yeah, and
I
if you
just
can
got-
remember to call that, you can feel free. I'll try to remember to. That's just like a tense time.
I don't know why people like for melee. You have to stack on skull. You cut some of the melee off from being able to get to the link position because you stood in front of us for some reason. Because you can't seem to stack on a skull mark that we've had the entire. I don't know why you can't do it, but please figure that out. It's really frustrating when we're having to get cut off or not able to get to the link as melee, especially when we all should be stacking the exact same goddamn position. People keep pre-moving too when like bubble goes out instead of waiting for the upsurge and then moving. Bubbles do not instantly in case you can wait for upsurge and then move.
I need repair. I also need 45 seconds on trinket.
The repair is in the fire.
Was it?
Yeah, I just put it down.
And mage buff, please.
Which one's time and which one's basil?
You have to figure it out.
Yeah, okay. Is it basil, not basil?
It is basil.
Depends on where you're from.
Oh, I see.
It's like aluminum.
Jeff Bezos.
Wait, how do you say aluminum, Novon?
Aluminium.
Is that
Aluminum?
Aluminium?
true? Holy.
Wow.
Louise.
That was too French.
That's knowing you're good. So,
That was
Alright,
full
I'm good.
French.
Alright, let's see this sick,
5,
nasty
4,
positioning
3,
and
2,
DPS.
1.
Yeah, we're gonna go right.
Just the tank.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we're staying in here. Don't get clipped by those guys. 2-minute personals. 2-minute personals. And we're getting wind rush. Some of you guys ran way early there. Try not to run too early. Maximize DPS while we're doing these Azurites. Get the soaks.
So many soaks.
Oh, wait.
Two left.
You could have gotten that one, and I go on that one.
Just tank.
Tank in here.
Can a tank go into the coral for this one?
You don't have to go on a coral. You can still break that without going in.
Okay, blues got close.
Oh my god! I had to use everything.
I got the double. I got the double.
Good percent, guys. Benefits in sub 70.
Let's go past. Let's go.
Watch these corals.
Spawns.
Upsurge. Good. Tight stacks for upsurge, guys. Tight stacks for upsurge. Follow your marks.
Next upsurge, then link.
Melee, you should be right on skull. Do not be ahead of me.
Get me.
Got it.
And into link. Let's go.
Beat delay it.
Tight stack, tight stack, tight stack, tight stack. Do not move until the upsurge. Not for the bubbles, the upsurge. And move. Get some good cleave here.
Fish, this is you.
Yeah. And personals now, personals now, personals.
3 minutes are up from full.
Got a res on
whoops.
rock.
Rock.
Fuck.
Watch
Wait.
this upsurge. Oof, this is gonna be tough, guys.
Mage buff.
Melee, this is
Melee,
you
yeah.
guys soaking.
Oh, you're getting an extra stack here. I think.
We need to
Just
take
tank.
boss damage here.
Everyone is on boss. We need soaks on those still, guys. Soaks, soaks. Hellstones if you need to. Melee stay stacked for this Azurite, or for this upsurge. Arcing Azurites are going to need to be super good here. We are going to need lots of shared soaks. Melee, you get everything close. Every soak close.
No,
You can
don't
throw
go that
bombs.
way, Red. Do you see me?
Soaks, guys. Soaks,
Okay,
soaks,
I'm gonna
soaks. Everywhere.
jump it. I can't.
Let me hold.
I mean, there's this shit back here. We gotta move the boss. And...
What was that?
Who was
That was
moving around?
clones.
Yeah, that was my bad.
You were nowhere even near the tanks that whole time.
Oh, were you chasing triangle there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have it.
Yeah, Aethys, you did taunt, or the taunts got fucked because I got broken out so late. But
I did
right,
easily there.
yeah.
That was a spicy third set of orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was spicy.
We,
as hell.
like, some, you know what the problem is, guys? Like, for people who didn't have stacks prior to that last bot, we're waiting so long and then people are panic grabbing them all at the same time. We need to be more on top of that big orb earlier. The big orb should be
a
one.
big cloud burst there too.
Yeah, the big orb should get soaked like first once maybe, and then like you know,
So it's not a big boom.
because at the end everyone runs to the big one, and of course it blows up 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
The problem with that pull there is that if I didn't soak the orb that I soaked, it would have like instantly touched her. So
Yeah, that's fine.
Because-
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. That was
Oh,
first
okay.
orb. That was fine. But the big orb
try to
needs to be
prevent
soaked earlier.
that coming.
I mean, if you're ranged and you're going to take a soak, there's nothing wrong with taking the big soak as like an early one. Just not the whole thing, but taking a hit of it.
I just need 2 seconds.
There's no possible way we can beat that coral spawn, right?
Which one?
Not yet, I don't think.
Like with second pots or something?
I don't believe so.
So much fucking coral.
I know that second pots are kind of a when is it convenient and when do you get the most out of it?
Yeah,
but like, is there a preferred phase?
I'm honestly going to say right now, I wouldn't mind seeing it with the lust, just to see if we even make that check or not. Because that's going to be our toughest part of the fight, toughest check, right now. You know what I mean? So we might as well sync it up there to see. If we're going to get that far, I mean, we only got 12 minutes left tonight, but if we're going to get that far in our last 12 minutes, we're probably going to need every little thing we have to make that check. Potentially either with people down or just with everything else going on.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, if you go to double soak with somebody, you're taking their beam, too. Like, if yellow and yellow go to blue and blue, you're taking the hit from yellow and blue. So you want to go to, like, your own spot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just getting fucked. Sorry, for lack of better
words.
I'm good.
Alright, we won't tell your mom.
Nova?
You can say fuck you.
Nova?
He said he needed a second or 2 seconds.
Nova?
I'm back, sorry.
Nova?
Yeah, I said I'm back.
I know.
Get hellstones.
5.
Yeah, click
4,
the fucking bucket.
2, 1.
And we're gonna go right.
Don't hit these guys by accident. Not hitting orb guys. Positioning here. 2 minutes. Didn't even feel it.
Watch the coral.
Watch the
Don't run out early.
Well, I disagree. You should run out early.
Not double hit each other, guys. Ooh, almost got nuked there.
Don't leave this one. You guys, I got that reaction time, my dude.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, you animal.
He had plenty of time. He was so fucking swift.
That's like biggest panic moment for me. I don't know where to go.
Oh shit.
Red has
Red's
it.
got it. Red's got it, guys. Everyone else, just out of the way. Keep that damage going.
We're going counterclockwise from here.
Oh, I should have waited. Oh well. Let's do it this way.
Moving fire next one.
Actually, that didn't matter too much, I guess.
Okay, melee, stay tight on skull for this upsurge, please. Super tight on skull. That's right on.
No one get me.
Got it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Flank, flank, flank.
Oh, I forgot about Link, yeah. See,
Zoli,
Zoli gotta have that heal, my dude.
Guys, we should still be stacked. Everyone's running all over the place.
Me and him are used to more healing in our groups. our like main groups. So like
Pete.
we forget that we actually have to stack for that. Probably because our group has a disc priest ramping right there.
Personals, guys, personals. Like Scuffurino.
Braden took a.
Everyone's got stacks already.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Means truck can help with this set. Yeah, we're not making any check. Alright, wipe it up. Let's get another pull.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said bait, and I looked at your stacks, but when you repeated it, I knew.
Only time I'm gonna ever yell your name is when I want wings.
Yeah, I thought you said bait instead of Pete, and I don't know what you meant bait, but I thought you meant like don't unstack for upsurge. You're right.
If you want to try that Weakor, it's not obviously required. It's just what it'll do is it'll give you a side of the room to go to when you get a Azurite, Arcane Azurite. So that way we're not like doubling up on each other, hopefully as much.
Now, what is right? What is relative?
Yeah, so it'll be from the range perspective. So looking at the boss, like towards the wall, right. Like right now, right would be purple, and left would be moon, I guess. Yeah. So for the melee, like when you turn around and look back at the range, it would be kind of reverse.
Well, we're dead. Fish is gonna mess that up. It says right, and we're all like, "Where's he going?" I don't understand.
Oh, do you guys actually not get that?
Don't worry, the range is appreciated.
It's reversed from our current position.
I got it.
No, it's not.
Well, there is also a middle.
Right. This should be right.
That is exactly right. Yes.
Yeah. This side should be left.
Right?
That is not reversed. That's like
5, 4.
It's usually reversed from our position once you
it
fall
has
in.
never once been reversed. Okay, we're going left, clockwise.
My man.
I'm back.
Going
I'm
somewhere.
sorry.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Just taking core.
What's going on?
Don't worry, it really brings the room together.
He was so concerned about the direction.
I can't misdirect. We're like trying to do all my pre-pull shit.
Melee to me.
Blame the road.
Alright, we're gonna have to cross this at some point, right?
Melee.
I guess let's just cross it.
Oh my god, you moved early. You melee are animals.
Sort of ranged.
It's the holy word.
I holy worded Warden. You're welcome, Warden.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing? Oh my god. No, people, bones. Sully. Braid.
What do you say bones? What are you talking about?
Rip stack of the.
You ate a
You ate a bubble.
Yeah, my bad.
You're all animals.
Oh,
fuck me.
Get him up.
Plenty of soaks.
Nice buff.
Boys, I'm going.
Just one Azurite left. Or Coral.
We want to just go again at this.
Yeah, we'll get one more pull.
Yeah, let's go again.
So we're standing in bad?
Yeah.
Can't you put like Transcendence outside and then reset the boss or something?
Probably could.
Probably might are using it for Barnacle Bash positioning.
It's a monk point.
Oh my
fucking
goodness.
That's a monk point.
Yeah, dude. Those were a thing, weren't they?
Cahoon, yeah.
Well, fellas, you just gonna sell me out like that?
Where's the warlock point?
And Dr. Hoon was warlock point.
Everybody. Well, okay, there were also monk points. Monk point was like the main attraction. Warlock was like a side hustle.
Yeah, but there were a lot more warlock points than monk points on the board.
You remember priest points, Pete?
No, nobody remembers priest point.
73 and
Yeah,
What was the
the
final
warlock
score on that?
And then the other ones.
I don't know. It's been lost to time.
Do you like that, Brit?
I did. That's a well-seasoned play. Somebody's
what
been
did he
watching
do?
the tapes. At the top of the hill, he did disengage flap.
Holy shit! What a player!
All right, take the res. Let's go, boys. One more pull.
Alright, I'll try to misdirect. I should just make a macro, I guess. Macro would work.
Hopefully my gear doesn't break mid-pull.
8th, this is...
I was about to say that, like, it's pretty
Mage
close.
buff? Here's a hammer, you animal.
That's a wealthy man right there.
Yeah.
Five, four,
It's a weird thing you just type fish.
1.
Hey, we're gonna go right.
Stack on skull.
Zoli, if you go that way, you gotta go dodge right. I think he's struggling with balance.
Don't move early. Fish, she spawned in awkward thing.
And remember, focus on not getting
Just
hit by
tank.
these briny bubbles that are coming in. Don't
Not
get hit by
guys.
these.
Nobody get hit. Go.
I haven't hit.
Okay, so 8th stat was rough. Yeah, that briny. You have to stop and turn him the other direction there.
Oh, that wasn't possible
We're not-
for that one.
To stop earlier?
The cast comes so quick that it's like...
Yeah. We're just never gonna
It's-
make the check.
Bro, that darkness was fucking nuts.
Yes, it was.
Alright. Well, that's enough, guys.
That was the best darkness of the night, too. Unlucky.
Because the problem is when we have that, that's always the ones where we're like off the DPS check by a couple percent. We lose so much uptime there. It really is. We got to find a way to stop earlier, where you know that's coming. Because the carapace was broken. We could have stopped earlier, right?
I died.
I mean, I guess what I could have done was just commit and just not try and move past the core.
Yeah, you have to basically, because we're not making the DPS check whenever we. That doesn't happen every time. It
Okay,
depends
I'm
on
about to get
where
roasted.
we are on the carapace.
Fuck.
All right, guys, that's all I got for tonight, though. Let's keep getting prepped for
Fucking
next week.
sprigs.
If everyone can work on hitting 60 on their neck, that's going to be a really important breakpoint for a lot of people. Let's make
60.
sure we're pushing for that. So if everyone can focus on farming for 60, we'll do same plan next week. Mythic first into heroic, just to keep our trading of loot up. Have a good night.
Easy done. Thanks, guys.
And when we do kill Ashrain, make sure you have rank 3 World Vein for Orgozoa.
Only sending those missions if it's a fucking mandatory.
Okay,
So we
yeah.
still need a queue.
Stream is over. Coming back tomorrow at 7.